So
Oh, I'm mad that that wasn't on video.
that was bizarre. This is like the first time it happened to me. And usually I do a test speaker. Uh, I did like 3 times today, and everything went well. So, all right, let me see if
The
I can.
universe will not stop us from speaking
Huh?
our truth.
I know, right? Hold on. Let me see. Admit Peter. Shoot. Okay. Hopefully he can. Peter. All right, let me just check if I'm live on YouTube sometime.
Yes, you are. It says
I
it's
am.
yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, but it's starting all again. So it's a whole new live now.
Mm, okay, but you can hear me, Brian, yeah?
Yep, and so can
Okay.
Papa.
I can hear you. I can hear you, Peter, now, but I can't see you. All right.
That's because I'm eating.
All right. So we're back. Sorry, guys, about that technical snafu beyond my control, because as I was telling Brian, I did do a test sound like 3 times, and I usually do that before I do any live. So I don't know what happened. So maybe Khun Anne has something to do with it, or maybe one of your
Correct.
minions. You think, Peter? Right?
Yep. Khun Anne's got it in for you now,
What is wrong with that woman? Oh my God.
He's mad that you didn't dress up like her today.
right?
Well, it's not my fault. I mean, like, people want material and I give them material. Okay. So
It's so
far,
funny because I was kind of looking at the images before, and I find that Khun Anne and Michael Cinco are indistinguishable.
Oh
Don't they
my
look
god.
alike? They
yeah,
look so
but
alike,
you know
right?
what? Michael Cinco has never removed his sunglasses. He always wears them in every shoot, day or night. He never he never takes them off, which is weird.
Yeah.
So,
Wait until Khun Anne puts on the sunglasses, and you're like, oh my gosh, yes.
aha. All right, so everybody's back. Okay, we're just waiting for more people to jump in. Uh Jan is saying Rafa, something Rafa is a joke. Anne is doing her black magic on you. Yes, she is. And Mr. Hector Joaquin is here. So let's invite him in. What happened to Brian?
I'm trying to post the new link again
Okay. All right.
because now it's a different
So,
live.
So,
yeah.
so hang on, where is everybody else?
Okay. Antonio is doing a photo shoot. He said that's what he told me like 40 minutes ago. He said he'll be here soon. And then Hector probably just finished working. So he's joining us right now. Phil, what did Phil say? Let me see. He said his doing
It's outside.
his drug delivery. No, just kidding.
Auxiliary.
He's just said, "Hi, Fafalafa. I'm running late. I'll be in the chat room." That's what he said. But I haven't heard anything from Co. I want my original gang back. Okay, this is the
Oh,
this is the original Miss Universe Critical Beauty gang right here. Okay, so we're just hoping
Yoshi.
for Antonio and Co. And we'll be back to normal.
Hector.
Yeah. So, oh, Hector, that's cute. Yeah, you're now a pussy. Come on.
Oh,
wait, what?
Look at Hector. He's a pussy. He turned into a pussy.
Oh god. I haven't seen it yet, but I don't want to look.
ah.
Brian Carson is saying the braids are not for you. The braids ain't for you.
Cool.
What the? That's all
Hola.
right.
Yeah,
That's all
please,
right.
people,
Hey.
we need your input. We need your comments. It doesn't matter if they're bad, good, nice, sweet, pathetic, disgusting, offensive. Just write them down in the comment section because it helps with the engagement. Now, Peter is a panda bear.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, I am. I'm inspired.
You know what? I'm going to do the same thing too. What should I be? Let me see. Where do I go? Where do I where do I go to change my face? The hell? All right, let me see if I can change my my filter into something.
Okay, I'm back.
You know what? In our next meeting, I think we should all wear our crowns. Don't you think? Okay, I can't find a damn background. Is it background effects? Avatars. There you go. Avatars. Let me see. What should I be? Let me be a cow. I'll be a cow.
Bro, this tripod is being so annoying.
Yo pensaba que hoy era domingo,
No,
Dios mío.
I don't want to be a cow. All right, people. I want to see your normal faces, okay? Otherwise, I'm gonna ban you forever.
So dramatic.
Hector, I want to see your handsome, beautiful face. Yo quiero ver tu cara muy hermosa y muy linda, mi amor. Okay, so everybody's saying hello. Hola. Hola, mi vida.
Oh my God.
When was the last time we were all together? My God, over a year ago or something? That was quite a while ago. When we did
I think it's when yeah, that video that you sent me, that was like a year ago. So
yeah, with Summer and yeah, with who else? Was Ko there? No, Ko wasn't there. Ko wasn't. I did not invite Ko because she was not interested in Miss Grand at that time. Okay. So I
Thanks
remember,
God.
yeah. I think Peter is eating. Peter, are you eating something? All right.
Yes.
Mr. Phil is Mr. Phil is trying to enter the room. So let me see. I haven't seen Phil in a while. Okay, let's admit Mr. Phil. So people out there, if you have any comments, please comment below. Say hello to everybody. Say hello to all my guests. Naveed is saying, Brian looks horrible in new look, to be honest.
No, he looks hot.
Yeah, are
By
you trying to be a rapper or something?
I'm trying to look more Puerto Rican. No,
Oh, please.
I'm feeling sick. So this was just like kind of fast to do. I didn't want to like style my hair. So it was that or a hat.
I kind of
Good,
like it.
hot.
Yeah, I like it. It's cool. It's cool. Look what we have here, Mr. Phil. Mr. Phil. How are you?
Welcome.
With Beyonce's fan.
Welcome.
Yes. Did you just wake up, Mr. Phil?
No, I just
Maybe.
got stuck in traffic. I'm in LA right now.
So what time is it there? Is it 6:30-ish?
6:30-ish.
Okay, 6:30-ish. So have you guys had your dinner already? People living in
Actually,
America?
yeah.
No? You
That's why I
haven't,
got
Brian?
stuck in traffic.
Yeah, you guys in the West Coast are still too early.
No, I live in a colony. I never have a
In a
meal. Never.
colony.
Never
live-
have a meal in Puerto Rico. I just waiting for the Red Cross and the Salvation Army.
Oh my God.
What colony are you living in? Is it a leper colony? Or
Puerto Rico.
oh my
We're
God.
living in a colony, you know? We're living in a colony. Puerto Rico is a colony. You know, for everybody's watching this, we are living in a colony. Thank you.
So is Australia. Australia is absolutely a colony as well.
It's like the world's biggest colony. Yes.
Mm.
You guys,
yeah.
okay, I think this is for Peter. You guys look so much better without the emojis. Okay, get rid of that stupid avatar now. Get rid of it now before I ban you forever. Luke is saying, I dig the new look of Brian. He looks more masculine. I like it.
Hola.
Hi. What happened to Mr. He just
The colony has taken
colony.
over.
You've been kidnapped by the colony.
He heard the colony heard that he was talking shit and cut the Wi-Fi.
That's the Wi-Fi. Oh my God. Crystal is saying all territories are modern colonies. Yeah, that's true. I agree. Where is my Antonio, my crush? He'll be joining us soon. He's just trying to finish his photo shoot. I don't know what photo shoot he's doing. Is it like a
Photo for himself.
Is it like a nude photo shoot, do you think?
A selfie. It's just a selfie.
Only if it's for himself. Great.
Selfie.
Awesome.
And it's probably using like what? The latest filter.
Oh God.
Yeah, so every one of my guests will be joining us, but I'm just anxious about Ko because she hasn't texted me, so maybe she forgot, maybe she's still in bed.
I texted her right now, but
Okay, maybe she's still in bed, showering, shaving, and shedding. Who knows?
Oh my.
All right. So
Or in
since the artists are
Thailand.
here, as before you guys showed up, I was just telling our lovely audience that this is going to be the Khun Anne's first show ever under her terms, under her production. If she had, I'm not sure if she has a creative vision. Do you guys think that she has an actual creative vision?
No.
She doesn't, right? I mean, she has Tawn, Tawn. Isn't he the creative director for Miss Universe? Is he
No,
also
I think isn't he the stylist?
No, he's the creative director,
he's the creative
but
director? You interviewed him
I
last year.
don't see
Ryan.
what he's done. I don't know. It would be interesting to ask him, like, what has he, put into place?
Contributed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you guys see my Instagram story where I posted a picture side by side of Tawn wearing shorts and also of Ivan Gunawan, the national director?
Not commenting. Both of them are my
I was like,
friends.
who looks
So
wearing shorts?
naughty.
Guess what? Tawn is winning the poll, by the way. Yeah, more people are
Uh-huh.
watching in the
Honestly,
shorts. Yes.
you know.
People comment below. Go to my Instagram account, and check out the story. Picture of Ivan Gunawan and also Tawn C, and they're both wearing shorts. But so we don't think that Khun Anne has her own artistic vision. So she's relying basically. Well, I remember Paula Shugart when she was interviewed 2 days ago. She said specifically that the production crew, actually she's actually one of the co-producers this year, besides
I don't know if I like that.
Why not? That's what she said. She's
I don't
co-producing
know.
the show and also with the Salvadoran government. And did you see a glimpse, a sneak peek of the stage? Miss
Yeah, it's nice.
Miss
It's
Yuyu
nice.
Updates posted on Instagram, and it's actually reminds me of the stage in Thailand back in 2018.
It's kind of like a fusion of the 2019 one and the Miss USA when Chesley won.
Yes.
It's like a fusion of that, kind of like a
It's
little.
like a cross or a big axe or something. I mean, it's
Yeah.
actually nice. It's actually nice. So I
Yeah, it
guess
looks-
so I guess they won't be using the pyramid background from 1975. And I was hoping they would at least do a very modern version of the pyramid, because
I think we still might get it, maybe like digitally,
maybe
like on LED screens.
yeah. Okay.
That's way cheaper.
Stephen, our good friend Stephen Anderson. Hola a todos. Hello to everybody. Brian, confidently beautiful with his braids. Yeah.
I didn't think braids would be so controversial, y'all.
Keep those braids. We're loving them. Antonio said, Peter and Phil should be on every chat. They contribute a lot more than they realize. That is so true.
Fuck me, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Why do you think they brought them back? So
That's because we don't talk shit.
Well,
right? Crystal is saying Anne does not have a vision for finance either. Ooh, the shade.
Burn.
Crystal, that is so shady, but I love it. Love it. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Stop bullying Rafa. The guy is great. Yeah, thank you.
But where's the fun in that?
I know, Dad.
listen, that's the best part of Rafa.
Yeah.
Rafa knows he's gonna get
Rafa
bullied,
is
and he
the
just
best
takes
one.
it like a champ.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing brings us more joy than trolling the troll.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right.
So Brian's look is giving for me. Okay. Yes. So they like your look. Where's my Papa Edwin, Rafa? Missing him a lot. Okay, well, you know what? Edwin Dominguez, I think he's sick. So is
We're all
Lenka.
sick.
Lenka, I think they're both sick. Lenka and Ed are both sick, and they're trying to recover from their illness. So our next chat, hopefully after the prelims, we're gonna have them back. So we'll see. And my friend Reina. Hi, Reina Watson. Hi, Rafa. Reina's son Alvaro, who tragically passed away a year ago. She is originally from El Salvador. She was in El Salvador when she was, when Miss Universe pageant was held there, and she and her son Alvaro emigrated to the United States, and they and I just made good friends with each other on Facebook. We haven't seen each other in person, but Alvaro, before he passed away, he and I constantly talked to each other. We shared the same interests in politics, especially. He was very active. He was just the sweetest person. So I can't believe that he just he passed away so young. He was like in his early 40s, I believe. So Reina, if you're watching, I love you. Te quiero mucho. And I love you. So I can't wait to meet you, hopefully in person. The stage reminds me of Miss Universe 1997 when Brooke Mahialani won. Really? I can't remember the stage in 1997. That was in Miami, right? It was just like a regular, rectangular stage, I think. So Antonio is coming in the chat room. Where is Hector? Where is Hector? What happened to Hector?
He got colonialized.
He got colonialized, probably. All right, so we have Antonio, Mr. Critical Beauty. People were wondering about you because people who love you, who have a biggest crush on you. Okay, so they're happy to see you now. So I'm glad you're able to make it. So I don't know what happened to Hector. Maybe he needs to take his dog out. Who knows? All right. As long as almost all of us are here. Let's start with, okay, what do you think of the all-female hosts? We have Olivia Culpo, Miss Universe 2012. We have Jeannie Mai. We have Maria Menounos, who was Miss Massachusetts Teen USA 1998, I think. Catriona Gray, Miss Universe 2018, and Zuri Hall. What do we think of an all-female host? What do we think? What do our audience think? Do you like all these bitches running the show?
I've said it before and I'll repeat it again. Exclusion of men does not mean inclusion. Men are a vital backbone of pageantry. Look right now. How many women are here? Just Phil.
None.
And Rafa.
Khun Anne.
Phil and Rafa.
But it really irks me and it makes me frustrated. And it brings me to repeat the same thing I always repeat. I'm tired of this so-called inclusion that really is a facade. And yeah, men should be included. Why not? It's nothing against those women. I don't particularly love Olivia Culpo as a host. I'm kind of over Jeannie Mai, to be honest. But they don't bother me. It's like whatever. But I wish there were men because men are part of this organization. They're probably part of 99% of the contestants that are there this year, in some way or shape.
Well, for me, I think it's still better. It's still better than Steve Harvey. You know, flipping the script all over again since 2015, every time. So I guess that's the only thing that's better. But Brian is right. This inclusivity is getting boring now. Like what he said, men is a vital part of the pageant. Why exclude them? It's becoming man hater of them, to be honest. Misandry is real in Miss Universe, but then the backstage crew, they're all men. So why are you going to exclude them?
That's true. Most of the security staff are men.
Yeah.
Security, makeup staff,
the crew.
The crew. Plus, men's opinion, it is a beauty pageant. At the end of the day, men's opinion should be, included.
Basically, all of our viewers agree with us that, Stephen says, I don't like it. We need men. I hate it. We, the men, need to protest. Okay, who wants to protest? Who wants to lead the protest? Antonio, do you want to lead the protest?
I mean, depends. What is my point of view? to be honest, I don't mind if the hosts are all women. Like, I can forget that, because before we used to have only Steve Harper, a film says, it was only one guy. So I'm okay to have only women, as a host. But I will disagree 100% if all the jury will be only women, then I will be totally against too, because I think that, the Miss Universe needs to be chosen for everybody. Like, gay guys should be the judge, straight men, like straight woman, like everything. But like just the host, I don't have any problem, to be honest, for me.
Okay, that's fair. Peter, darling, what do you think of all female hosts?
I'm really open-minded about it, actually. I'm not a fan of extremism. I think if you're going to get just women as hosts and judges to make a political point or to make it, I really don't like that. I think if you want to talk about empowerment, if you really want to talk about inclusion, if you want to run the pageant based on who is actually running the pageant world, get a bunch of gay boys on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But see, Peter, that's what they're doing. They're bringing only women to try to push the agenda of we're a pageant for women run by women, and it's
which
not
is
the
rubbish.
reality.
Correct.
Not
That
the
is not the
reality.
reality. The pageant world, as we know, is run by gay men. It is what it is. I think if you run a poll right now, you're going to see that 99% of followers of you are actually males
Mm-hmm.
or former males.
Well,
Right. So I think if we're going to get, if we're going to talk about empowerment, if we're going to talk about pageants run by people, then I think it's going to, to be realistic, it should be an all-gay panel. It should be an all-gay host.
exactly. It's interesting because like once in a while I would check my audience statistics on my channel, my YouTube channel. 77% of men. It says
And
male.
always.
They identify themselves as male. 77%.
Mine as
And
well.
33%, 33 to 23% of them were former men.
Maybe. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Identifying themselves as men before cutting their penises off or something. So yeah, I mean, you never know. But I think I don't have any issue with an organization being run by women for women because, like for example, in the city next door where I live, there's a bakery run. It's an all-woman staff. It's an all owned by all women, but 2 or 3 workers are men. So they cannot. Well, it would be sexist anyway not to hire men, right? It would be discrimination. So you cannot not hire men or a specific gender. You have to be inclusive because otherwise it would be against Civil Rights Acts of 1964. So okay.
I think for me it's purposely done to push that agenda, and that's what makes it wrong. That for me is what bothers me, that it's done to specifically
we can talk about that. Yeah, we can
target
talk about that later too, because I have issues with again, if you guys follow me on Instagram, Critical Beauty Official, I posted a meme that was produced by a Salvadoran media outlet. It's called La Corona de Diversidad, the crown of diversity. Yeah. So this meme features diversity in all its aspects. They managed to include everything but the 2 trans women contestants who are competing this year from the Netherlands and Portugal. So I asked the question, was this done on purpose? Because considering that El Salvador is a Latin American country, it's very patriarchal, and it's still very homophobic, transphobic, in a way misogynistic also. So you wonder, was it done on purpose, or did they purposely are not acknowledging the fact that MUO has started to accept transgender women since 2012? So we don't know. What do you guys think? Phil, what do you think?
I mean, right now with everything that's happening, like I'm just over it. Like, let it be for now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let them
because the thing is, as a hardcore fan of Miss Universe, it's like kind of like the essence of the old Miss Universe is gone.
Right.
For me. Like
that's
the
true.
age limit is gone, the gender thing, everything has changed. But I'm also like thinking about, is this the future of pageantry? Is this the future of Miss Universe? Is this where all pageants are going to be headed for? So I'm just like,
no, I hope not. No, I hope not.
But I'm
No.
just like, I'm just like, let it play and see what happens.
Mhm.
The problem, Phil, with Miss Universe is that I think Miss Universe has lost their identity. They don't know where they're headed. They don't know what they are. They used to. We
Mhm.
knew when we fell in love, like all of us as younger kids, we fell in love with Miss Universe because of the entertainment, the glamour, the wow factor, seeing these just beautiful women take on careers that we could not even imagine. And that's lost. Now
Mhm.
Miss Universe wants to try to be something that it really isn't. And it keeps pushing something that it is not. It tries to feed us this inclusion thing, but the reality is that how many years have we have, like you said before, 2012, accepting trans women? No trans women has ever made it. No plus size woman, that real plus size woman, has ever made it. It's just silly. You've never seen a girl that, I don't know, is messed up in the face win Miss Universe, right? It's not about inclusion. Oh, because she's nice. It's not. It's all a lie. And I think that's what another pageant has in their favor, is that
Correct.
they're not telling you BS. They're telling you,
Correct.
we're going to pick the winner. We're going to do it however the
Correct.
fuck we want. And you
Yep.
don't know what's going to
Correct.
happen, but that's how we're going to sell it to you. And you're going to like it. And it's better that way. It's better that you be honest. And Miss
Yep.
Universe,
Correct.
in my opinion, is not
I
being
agree.
honest.
I agree. Well, I think for me is again, is a marketing strategy. They're again being a left-leaning progressive organization. I can understand where they're coming from. I have no issue with inclusion, but I think inclusion becomes harmful when the other person who does not when you're trying to make the other person feel bad about their own views about the pageant, about the inclusion. Let's say, well, everybody knows by now that I don't like the idea of transgenders actually competing in Miss Universe, but you know what? I let it go because I'm not running the organization. It's their rules. But personally speaking, if I were to have my own pageant, I would not include trans women. I would not include plus size women because I have a specific vision for my pageant, like what Nawat has with Miss Grand International. That's why people are flocking to MGI because MGI offers pageant fans what Miss Universe used to offer them. And Miss Universe lost these things, these special things, and MGI regained them. So that's why
Not only that, they also immerse you into activities. They make you feel like you're part of it. Even when you're at home sitting down in bed, you could turn on a live, and you get to be there with the girls. And in an
Peter doesn't like that.
in an age of
Peter
social
doesn't like
media,
that.
that is a smart thing to do, because people want to be more connected to the girls. They want to be more connected to the entertainment aspect.
Exactly.
But guys, I want to make a point here. Like, I totally understand what you're saying, and I agree with you 100%. But at the same time, we need to be a little bit fair in the way that Miss Universe is an American organization. So they pretty much need to listen what the American market wants. And I don't know why the American people, they think right now that pageants are dying, pageants are old-fashioned, and that's why they need to adapt in order to survive. Like the American, they need to kind of make those changes. I'm going to give an example.
Disagree, Antonio. No one here in the U.S. knows who is Miss Universe. They don't know that our behavior
totally, but
is Miss Universe.
But people know.
Care.
No, but let me tell you, for example, I'm telling my boyfriend, I think that they're not doing a good job, but I'm telling you what's happening. My boyfriend, no idea about pageants. He knows about Miss Universe. He hears about Miss Universe, whatever. But for example, when I explained to him, oh, this year we have married woman, trans woman, he's like, oh, really? So he's kind of like, so Miss Universe know more about just beautiful people, beautiful girls.
Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back.
Body, and that's why he's like, oh, I may be interested because of that. So, because he's a good example. He's like, oh, because in America, beauty pageants, like no Latinos, because Latinos, we're different, but the Americans, they think the beauty pageants are obsolete, are like they bad for women. So they need to change that idea, and that's what they're doing. But in my opinion, it's a lost cause because they don't care, as you say. So they need to focus on what actually the markets that they care. Asia, Latin America, but I don't know why they're still trying to adapt to the American culture. So that's the mistake that I think that your organization is doing.
Mhm.
I agree.
I
That's
totally
true.
agree. Yeah,
Mhm.
I totally agree. But you know what? Again, okay, well, this is interesting because I saw a post of Khun Anne actually together with the Mexican business owner. What's his name? Carlos something. And then also a photo of the new Miss Universe building in Mexico. It just says Miss Universe. So my automatic reaction was that, what? The Mexicans now own Miss Universe? Or is it just the building for Miss Universe Mexico? But I did not see the word Mexico. I just saw Miss Universe. So what does that mean? Are the Mexicans going to buy Miss Universe? People, if anyone in our audience, Mexican, whatever, if you know anything about this, please comment below. I'm very, very curious. I'm very, very curious. So it is
It's really
possible.
interesting. Oh, sorry, Rafa, to
No,
interrupt,
go
but I
ahead. Go
actually
ahead.
saw one of the comments there from Joey saying that we're bashing MUO. I don't think we're actually doing that.
We love
We're
Miss Universe.
I love Miss
Yeah,
Universe.
correct.
So will,
Love it.
at least for the
Out of
most
all of the
part.
pageants, it has the most powerful brand out there. Everybody knows Miss Universe, right? I don't think we're Joey, we're actually not bashing Miss Universe. We're pretty much just sharing our insights and our opinions on what we see is happening with the organization. And I think now is a really good time for this kind of discussion, especially with being really the first year that Khun Anne has the opportunity to really show what she's capable of and what she's going to bring to the table. So it's definitely not bashing. I'm so sorry that you think that way and you feel that way. But I think we just all kind of wanted to make it clear, and I can confidently speak on behalf of the other men here in the panel that we are not bashing Miss Universe. In saying that, I do think the pageantry in general is in a downswing. I think it's pretty much, it's not catching up with, the social values that's currently evolving. Sadly, in my opinion, I think the way where Miss Universe currently is heading, I think it's going to be dead in the water in a few years. And I think the only brand that's going to actually endure, unfortunately, would be Miss Grand.
Mhm.
Unfortunately.
Mhm.
There
Yeah.
you go. There you
Yeah.
go. No, we're not bashing MEO. We're just simply, describing all these changes that have happened, since IMG and Conan took over. And for us, of course, most of us in the panel, maybe except for Antonio and Brian and Phil, so that leaves me and Peter only as the oldest pageant veterans in this group. Peter and I can relate to the olden days when Miss Universe used to be really glorious, magnificent, grand, but now it has sort of like evolved into something really mediocre when you compare, especially when you compare it to NGI or even the Supranational for that
And
matter.
unfortunately, I'm actually getting PTSD because, sorry, excuse me. The way that I see it, it's actually heading down the same path as the Miss Australia organization. So back in the day, we used to actually have that where the sole winner would go and compete in Miss Universe and Miss World, and then became a charity organization and just focused on charity. And then in the 90s, it became inclusive and actually allowed men to compete in it. And it was the whole selection of it is whoever raised the most funds got the Miss Australia title, and that didn't work. It was a social experiment that didn't work, and it just ended up being run into the ground. And I don't know if it was it was too early, and it would just, yeah, it didn't work. It
Mhm.
just, and I think I think we're going to be going down that path with Miss Universe should it continue to be this way. Like I said, I'm not a fan of extremism. I think it's really important for us to have a look at what worked and what
Mhm.
hasn't worked.
Mhm.
And I think that's the hallmark of what a good pageant organization is. Yes, we have to evolve, but there's really no need to fix something if it isn't broke.
Exactly. Totally agree. Totally agree.
Well, look at Miss Grand, how they've been able to keep those nostalgic things that we love in pageantry
Mhm.
and added new twists to make us
Mhm.
excited about it. That is what Miss Universe should have done. They should have listened. This isn't the first time, example, we stand here and we talk about things like this. We've talked about this like maybe, I don't know, a year ago, 2 years ago.
Yes.
We've talked about
Mhm.
things. We've
Yeah.
talked about potential changes that they could do to better the organization. So for someone to say that we're bashing, we're not bashing. We actually love Miss Universe. We actually had a place You know, it's part of us as children, as teens. It's part of us.
Mhm.
It is what made us fall in love with pageantry. So us being so real and talking about these suggestions that we would give to them to make them hopefully get out of the hole and bring back that nostalgia and that excitement that we used to have with pageantry. It says a lot about how much we actually love the brand.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Neil says, please do a constructive criticism, guys. Try to observe your choice of words. Well, I don't know about you, but I tend to not observe my choice of words because I speak my mind, okay? And to those of you who have been following me for a long time,
Wrong person asked.
I was the original Miss Universe critic, okay? I was the original Miss Universe critic, and I've met with Paula several times. I've interviewed her.
You can give her
times.
that stare.
You know, every time I met her, I would give her constructive criticism until, of course, IMG took over, and that was the slippery slope from there on. Somebody saying, okay, so a Mexican businessman bought actions according to Andrea Meza. Allegedly, a Mexican mogul is now the co-owner of Miss Universe.
I heard that too.
Andrea Meza said in an interview. So it's both Khun Anne and this Mexican dude, they're both co-owners.
So basically, it's not Khun Anne's first Miss Universe alone. She never had a Miss Universe.
She never had one, yeah.
So I guess Mexico and Thailand are going to be like taking turns hosting the pageant from now on. I bet you Mexico will be the host next year.
Yeah,
if that happens, let's all go. I'm going to go because it's right next door.
Mm-hmm.
So let's all go. Let's all go. Let's all.
Yes.
Antonio, he's like.
Let's promise. If it's in Mexico, I will go for 100%. I promise you, I will go for sure.
Okay, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? I'm gonna run a big bus. I'm driving from Boston. I'll pick up.
Who's gonna run a bus?
Me. I'm gonna pick up who first? Oh,
I think you mean a train.
Let's take the train. Okay, fine. Let's take the train.
Let's meet in California. Let's meet in LA.
Yeah, but which part in LA? Because LA is dangerous.
In Skid Row, sweetie.
Skid Row. Okay, let's go to Skid Row.
We'll all meet there. We'll be fine.
Peter, you need to join us, Peter. You can root for Miss Australia.
As I always do.
Because you reminded him of the Miss Australia organization.
Exactly.
Right.
All right, so let's go back. Let's go back to the topic question. Okay, let's talk about the venue. As you know, the pageant is going to take place at the same venue where it was held back in 1975. The name of the venue is Jose Adolfo Pineda Arena. So I don't know if you guys saw footage of the construction. I don't know. Has anybody been inside the theater? Anybody watching? Can you please tell me how is that inside? I heard some of the bleachers are cement. So go figure if you're going to be sitting on a cement bleacher.
Cool.
I also heard that 85% of all the good seats have been reserved for the VIPs, also for the local government officials, plus the president and his mistress, and also for all the national directors, families, and friends of the contestants. So that leaves about a teeny-weeny portion of seats reserved for the common Salvadoran people, if they can afford the tickets.
Correct. Can they even afford it?
Can they
That's
afford
the question.
That's the question, yes. So, any Salvadorans watching the show, please comment. Okay, are you going to watch the pageant, or would you rather see it in the comfort of your own living room? Okay, so that's the venue. Now, of course, for the first time in the 60 years, we mentioned before, the pageant allowed married women. This is the first year that they're allowing married women, and we have two married women, one from Colombia and one from Guatemala. They're both amazing, beautiful, gorgeous women.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also we have, for the first time, we have two transgender women that I mentioned before, one from the Netherlands and one Portugal, both beautiful in their own way.
Yep.
Also, let me see, who else is new? Oh, of course, we have a plus size woman from Nepal. That's another controversy. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Because I had a discussion with Hector about Nepal as being the first plus-size woman. This is not true. Miss Universe has accepted plus-size women before, right?
Yes, correct.
Like who is
plus size?
But Turks and Caicos 2000, I remember.
Correct. Yeah.
Jules Silver.
Jules.
Yeah, Jules Silver.
Yeah, she was from Turks and Caicos, right? Yeah, she was a plus size. But
Yeah.
people were saying maybe she was pregnant because she kind of looked pregnant.
Well,
And
she was kind of like sent home because she was pregnant.
No.
Right?
No, you guys are confusing. Jules
Yes, we're
Silver
talking
was
about
2009.
yes.
She was
that's still
pregnant.
from the
talking is
Bahamas.
2000
Yeah.
when
Who was the
it's
other one?
Cyprus.
Because
Yes,
it was
it's
Look, they even started, if you have a look at the 90s, 95, 96, 97, the island girls were curvy. Right?
Well, even at the start of
Beautiful.
the pageant, when like it
Mm.
was, the early days, the first few years, the girls weren't the skinniest. They had meat on
Right.
them. So
Yep.
it's not like it's not nothing crazy. But for me, the problem is when you send a contestant that doesn't have the preparation that it should be. I've seen many plus size girls that are fierce, like gorgeous facially, have great personalities, have great walks. But when you send a girl that, doesn't have any of those, then it's questionable to me. Especially with, I'm sure Dafa's going to talk about that, but the various videos we've seen of her being not the nicest.
yes.
Which blows my mind.
Actually, again,
Can't do it.
I posted a story in my Instagram, Critical Beauty Official, about Miss Nepal, Jane Garrett. Okay. So I asked the question whether or not was she telling the truth. Did you guys believe her excuse? Her excuse basically was that it was 12 midnight. I was very tired. I had my AirPods in my ears, and I didn't think that there would be people in the lobby or something like that. So that's why I did not say hello to the
Rafa. First of all,
that's what she said.
So
That's what she said.
That's what she said. But here, let's go to the reality. I was watching the live when it was happening. She came through the door and there was like 7 to 6 people around her. Someone told her something and she was holding her dress and she looked up and she said yes. She starts walking, and when she notices that there's people further down where everyone stands, she purposely looks down. She ignores the person that's talking to them, and they were being very friendly. She keeps on walking, and after she passes them, she puts her head back up. She is lying. She did not have any earpods, and if you did have earpods, you know what? Here's another point against you, because you're at Miss Universe. You
Yes.
shouldn't be wearing earpods downstairs when you just came back from an activity. No. So I'm sorry. So your excuse about, oh, I had earpods on, it was 12, bullshit. I, as a national director, would be fuming
Yes.
because that is not the representation that I would want from a girl. You just showed right there that you are not a crown contender.
Yeah.
Even if you were, even in the crazy possibility that you could be crowned, you are not one. And then the problem with this is that this is not the first time. People are kissing her butt. I don't know why, because there's various videos where you can see her not being nice. There's a video of her where
there's 3 videos I saw.
And there's more. There's a video of a chaperone
Send them to me.
telling
Send
her
them to me.
something. There's a video of a chaperone telling her something, and she rolls her eyes and goes like a little girl and walks away.
Yes.
What excuse are we gonna put there? What excuse are we gonna make there?
So
What
I
about
think
the video that she did with Filipino blogger and with Miss Philippines, that they're asked, "Oh, how are you
How was
feeling?"
your
And she
day?
says, "Exhausted," and she
And
just
then she
walks
walks
away. Ridiculous. And it gets worse. There's another one when people from that are at the airport are asking her to say her name and her country, and she says, "No, I'm tired. I don't want to do that." And
Oh,
they're like,
wow.
"Every girl has done it." And she's like, "No," and she walks away. Are we going to excuse 12 a.m. as well? We're going to say that? We're going to say AirPods?
Right.
Like, no.
Exactly.
Damn,
Well,
I
no,
love that girl.
She was the
love
only
her
one.
so much.
She was the only one who did not go to the welcome dinner event, I think. Her excuse was that she was sick. She was not feeling very well. Well, go figure why. You wonder why, So
Unacceptable.
well, that's basic rudeness. It's not even, people are saying, oh, well, she's having some hormone issues because of her weight.
No.
We're not even talking about her weight.
My girl competed mostly at Miss Grand with her period, and she did never go down acting like that.
Yeah.
Never. So no excuses. If you're gonna hold accountable every single girl, hold them accountable to the same standard. If a favorite did this, if Antonia did this, the whole pageant community would be fuming. But because it's her, and they want to pretend like they're inclusive, no. Sorry. Feel very
so
strong.
all of the girls that are doing the PR stuff and doing all the rules, nobody's talking about them. Right. Nepal, she's never going to win. She knows that. She's making the most out of it. Look at this emotions that her actions are actually bringing out of people.
I think it's because she's a bad actress, and 4 days in, she couldn't keep it up.
But Peter,
is every PR person's dream.
Look at
because everyone's talking about her.
Peter, her excuse was,
her.
it was 12. I didn't know anyone was down there recording. It doesn't matter if someone's recording. You're supposed to be nice.
This is all I have to say.
You're supposed to be nice?
This is all I have to say about this matter. When you are competing in Miss Universe or any international pageant, you are not competing as yourself. You are competing as your country.
Yes.
Okay.
Country as an organization.
Every rude behavior that you project is a reflection of your country. You're supposed to be the ambassador of goodwill, and you're supposed to be the best representation of your country on the international stage. But when you're acting like Miss Nepal, I would be horrified if I were Nepali. I would be horrified to have her as my representative. She doesn't represent me as a Nepali.
Just because of her attitude. Just
because of her attitude. It's disgusting.
And there's more to be upset about, but just because of that.
Are we imposing our own views on someone else's, though?
What?
No, because if someone else did this, Peter, in another pageant or another girl, you would be like, no, that's not how you act. We expect, we all expect that from every single girl to be ready. Can you imagine Albany being like, no, she would never.
We expect our girls to be themselves, though, don't we?
Yes, but if you're a BITCH, then you shouldn't be competing. Be yourself if you're a good person. If you're not a good person, then nice to know. You shouldn't be here.
Exactly. Again, that's us imposing our views on someone else's behavior and being someone else's personality.
Peter is trying desperately to play the devil's advocate, that's why.
And I understand him because I love seeing devil's advocate, but there is no excuse for that behavior. There really isn't. There is not an excuse. You wouldn't act like that in a job.
Exactly.
You wouldn't act like that in a job interview. You shouldn't act like that in your daily life. You shouldn't be like that. And that's just, it's not my opinion. It's just how it should be. We should all be good people.
I think the right job will, there's a place for everybody, right? This is probably not the right place for her.
I just thought of
Grant is probably a better place for her.
There's another thing that bothers me about Nepal is because, her advocacy is supposed to be, she's representing the plus size woman, the real woman. No. But how could you possibly expect to be a good representation of a plus size woman if you have like 2 or 3, 4 videos of you eating?
Exactly. Yeah.
Every food, not once but twice.
So
for me, it's knowing that there are stunning, beautiful, curvy girls.
Yes,
she's allowed to eat. Okay, right.
Gorgeous,
she's allowed to eat.
Curvy girls with great personalities, and you are representing them.
Let me go back to that, Rafa.
And her face, I don't even find her face attractive. Do you?
She's not beautiful. Listen, you know who's beautiful and plus size? Emily Lona. She competed in Miss Earth. There's a Puerto Rican girl. I saw her in person.
She's pretty.
Beautiful. Yeah. There's a Puerto Rican girl that competed in Miss Earth too. Karina, I think her name is. Plus size, great personality, great walk. Thank you. You are worthy.
Jewel Seville is pretty. Jewel Seville is a pretty face. So yeah, but come on. So you wonder. First of all, her performance in her national pageant sucked. I don't know what the judges were looking for. So basically, they gave her the crown just for the sake of representing the plus size woman. But you guys made a huge mistake. Okay, just because it's inclusive doesn't mean you guys are doing the right thing. If you're going to send a plus size woman, make sure this woman is well educated, has good manners, is very respectful, and has a beautiful face.
Person.
Sorry.
Just be nice. That's it. It's simple.
Watch Miss Nepal make the top 10.
I would kill myself.
No, she will not. Yeah, no.
All right, moving on. Okay, these bastards are like bashing me to death.
By the way, that would be a slap to the face to other contestants that wake up early and that
Yes.
are down there early and come back late to the hotel room with a smile on their face and ready to take pictures and say hi, even if they're so tired. That would be a slap to their face.
Again, you know, once you enter your room, you can do whatever you want. You can be bitchy, you can take off your makeup, you can smoke, you can eat, you can drink, you can whatever. But once you leave your room, that's when you show your best version of yourself to the
You're a public figure.
Everybody's watching. There are cameras everywhere. People, even at 12 midnight, there are fans lurking at the hotel lobby, waiting.
Even if there wasn't, Rafa, you should still be a good person.
Exactly.
If not, this is not the job for you.
Yeah.
I mean, Harnaz wasn't like that. Harnaz was still nice.
Harnaz was nice. Was she the most friendly with people and wanted not necessarily?
Yeah, I've heard some stories about Harnaz, which I'd rather not say in public. But yeah, so I've heard some stories about her. Yeah. Okay, this guy's saying these guys, meaning us, are sycophants of Nawat. Rafa is hoping that one day Nawat will make him the national director of Miss Grand Philippines. That's why he's trying to make Nawat happy by worshiping him. All right, I like that comment. You never know. You never know. He's looking for a new national director of the Philippines. So hey, if I had the money, I would definitely purchase the Philippine franchise. But I don't have any. I'm poor. So all right. So let's move on. Let's talk about the contestants. There are 85 contestants this year, and for the first time of the pageant, Pakistan is competing. Let's talk about Pakistan because I'm so happy. I think she's gorgeous. Her name is Erica Robin, and she's gorgeous. She speaks very well. She's very stylish. She's very intelligent. And I saw an interview of her at a Philippine TV channel like 2 days ago, and she was like, she blew me away. She was like perfection. So I'm hoping for Pakistan to make. She's not going to win, but I'm hoping for her to place at least in the top 20. Okay, so that's her. So I think there were some countries that did not make it this year, and like there's no Turkey, there's no Ghana. I was like,
China hasn't arrived yet.
No Ghana. There's no there's no Uruguay. There's no Haiti.
Uruguay, yeah.
Haiti sends contestants every year. Remember last year, Haiti made the top 16.
Top 16, yeah.
So there's no Haiti this year. There's no Armenia. There's no Belize. Let me see. Who else? Who else is coming back? Who's returning this year? Who is returning this year? What happened to Phil?
I'm here.
Okay. Denmark is returning this year because last year they did not have any representative. And of course, Hungary and Ireland and Kazakhstan. One contestant, Kyrgyzstan, very interesting. The original winner of Kyrgyzstan, I think, was not able to make it due to personal reasons. She was replaced by her first runner-up, but the first runner-up withdrew at the last minute, so she was replaced by her second runner-up. Second runner-up changed her mind again for personal reasons, so Kyrgyzstan is not represented this year, which is really, really sad. Okay, so those are the 85. I think we have a good, strong number of contestants compared to last year. I think last year we only had like 78, 79. So they added some.
I feel that for me, I don't know if you guys share this opinion, but I think that in general, last year's contestants were more whole and more complete. There was a lot of girls that were crown worthy, and it was really difficult to pinpoint who would be the winner in that case. In this scenario, I feel like a lot of the girls are just like equal level, and there's not like a handful that are really standing out and rising to the top. I think that we will not have a top 5 or a top 10 like we had last year. Like last year's top 10, top 5 were just spectacular.
They were very strong, very, very strong group indeed. very strong. Now, can we talk about the sashes? Okay, this is one thing that really bothers me.
Same.
When they went to the to the gal welcome event, they were all wearing their Miss Universe national sashes.
Yes.
But on other occasions, they just wore the regular just your country sash. I don't understand. I just don't
Me
understand
neither.
why. There's no conformity. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I would have preferred if they used the official Miss Universe sash.
I mean, that's how it's always been, no?
Yeah.
And
Yes,
really
and
weird.
Weird.
That is very, very weird. And then, of course, I don't like the design. I never did like it from last year. I prefer the old, like really bold font on the sash because it's it really pops out compared to the bigger, fatter, font that I use this year, also last year. I just don't like it. Sorry. Now, okay, can we talk about the advocacies? Like Peter would say, advocacies.
Advocacies.
Let's talk about the advocacies. Okay. Filipino English is advocacy. American English, advocacy. All right, let's talk about the advocacies. Are they really important? Do they really carry much weight? Because this year, actually, no, they have voice for change contest. They have a voice for change contest.
They don't care.
No.
Yeah, for example,
But
remember that they gave awards
yeah.
last 3 years to the most, whatever impact award, and the three
Didn't make
winners,
it.
any of them make it in the top 16.
Yes,
Like,
that's
so
true.
why?
But it's so important. Again, that goes back to what I said earlier. You're selling something that you really aren't. Look right now, Arbany's platform. They bought a freaking plane, a private jet, allegedly. I don't think that was even true.
Was never used.
Yeah, I
Where
don't even
is
think that was
it?
true, but you pretended like you bought a plane. How is that caring about your
Sustainability.
your contestant? Yeah, your contestants' platform. Again, fake.
That doesn't make any sense. But I heard it through the grapevine that the winner this year for Voice of Change will automatically advance to the top 20. So
Okay.
that should be something new. So yeah, so I remember when the first winner of Bolivia back in 2020, I thought her advocacy.
Isn't it Chile?
She was the what? She was
Bolivia.
was it
Bolivia.
Bolivia.
Bolivia
Chile.
won. Bolivia won in 2020, and then Chile 2021, and then last year it was
Thailand.
yes, there you go.
Mm.
But I thought Bolivia should have entered the top 15, top 20 at that time because her advocacy was amazing, and she's been working on that advocacy since she was a teenager, so she knew her cause very, very well, and I was glad that she won. But at least make her advance to the top 15 or top 20. It's just so sad.
That's why when people ask me about my list, I'm like, I don't know. I have a list that it could be like, if they're really going for the voice for change thing, then I have a list. If they're going to ignore that like they usually do, then I have another list. Because you really don't know with them. You really don't know what they want to do. They might be pushing this voice for good thing, and then at the end of the day, they just pick whoever doesn't have advocacy. It's like, it's really weird.
Mm-hmm. I agree, totally. But what is the most interesting? Well, I think, of course, the most popular advocacy is, of course, like mental health or psychological health, which never goes out of style. I think there's only one contestant, I believe it's Bahamas, who is a climate change scientist.
Yes,
of course, her advocacy is about climate change. Okay, I mean, not original, but it's still pretty much relevant. Considering the Miss Universe has in the last few years has been focusing on environmental issues and whatnot, so that's very apropos. But there are other interesting advocacies, like I think
Singapore.
What is Singapore is like fitness, isn't it?
No, Singapore is like a human trafficking in Thailand, because she's
wait a minute, are you sure?
100%. I have my list here. I copy and paste. she's some human trafficking in Thailand, because she's a lawyer. Let me see what she is. She's a clothing brand. She's currently aiding anti-trafficking in Thailand with investigation of victim and sexual exploitation and human trafficking. So yeah.
Oh, okay. And now I remember she was crucified for that.
But,
Because
but
people
that
were
was her
attacking
advocacy
her.
because that was her job. I mean, that's why I don't like. That's nothing wrong with what she say. It's her job. You know, like she just tell what she was doing. But people, she was, you know, yeah, for her.
Yeah, people were attacking her. And why did you pay attention on the problems in your country rather than countries in Thailand, which is not your country? And she said, well, you know, it's a global problem. It's a global issue. What does it matter which country I help? So I thought that was a good response. Yeah.
No, I love it. I love her response. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now I remember. She's also pretty. She's also very charming. All right. So I think advocacies I think for me are just like they're fillers. They really don't need anything. Nobody really cares about advocacy.
I would love to know how many girls invented their advocacies 2 weeks before arriving to Miss Universe.
Yes. Exactly. They probably just volunteered in their local animal shelter, maybe took pictures of
probably didn't even Rafa.
Or they probably like have selfies of them picking trash, you know, on the beach.
Listen, I loved Puerto Rico's video for that, but it irked me every time I would hear her say, it's going to. So you haven't done it.
Yeah, I will go. What I would guess.
I'm gonna do it. No, why haven't you done it?
You should have done it a long time ago. Okay.
So it just kind of it makes me feel like you don't really care. Like if you want to do something for the community, then I'll be like, okay, well, one time in Vegas, I made food for the homeless and I walked around in a car or drove around in the car and gave food out. Okay, that's something that you did. Not, I think I'm gonna make some food.
But feeding the hungry. Okay.
But you know, guys, the advocacy has been moved too far, and it's now under, you know, not controlled. Because like every girl, as you say, Brian, it's like my advocacy. And to be honest, for me, I would like to know, I don't care about the advocacy. I want to know what you have done. What do you like to do? Tell me more about what do you do in your free time. What are your goals in the long term? Like, there's no more.
I would respect you more if you just said, no, I don't have an advocacy.
Just be honest.
I hope to find something that makes me passionate.
And you know, again, I remember, like, sorry, I hate to repeat it, but when I was judging the last competition, the judges would talk, and then because every girl, they sit my advocacy. That was the first, what they say in the first time in the interview. And we always, the judges talk, I was like, we hate it. We don't care. Like, we want to know about you. What do you do? Know about your advocacy. You know, like, come on. You know, and it has been too far, I think.
Leave that for Miss America or whatever.
Yeah, one of those scholarship type of pageants or something. Yeah, save them for that. One advocacy that caught my eye was girls and women in sports, or women's accessibility sport. We have Australia, Curacao, and Peru chose that advocacy.
Yeah.
And you wonder, now with this whole controversy, you know, with trans men, trans women competing in biological women's sports, maybe that is something related to their advocacy, or maybe the simple fact that it's harder for women to to have access to sports because either of their sex, or maybe because it's more expensive for them to join. I don't know, but I think it's a combination of both. So yeah. Venezuela and Nepal chose body positivity, and Iceland and Costa Rica chose disability awareness, which we don't hear much about. So I think that's something that I would be more interested in learning about from these girls. So yeah. Reading some of the comments. Okay, we have like almost 250 people watching, so that's good. Hello everybody, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please smash the subscribe button and the bell notification so you get all these instant notifications. And also please follow everybody in this group chat. Follow Brian Javier at Real Brian Javier on Instagram, and he also has his YouTube channel. Peter Sereno Instagram, Peter Sereno, and at the Pageant Institute. And Antonio is Tony Torriva, at Instagram. And Phil, I don't know if Phil's does he have an account? Phil Pugeda Facebook. Just follow him on Facebook, okay? That's Phil Pugeda's Facebook.
He does have an Instagram.
By the way, yeah, Phil is with Mississology, and guess what? They just reached 3 million likes. Wow. 3 million followers. Yeah.
Well done, Mississology. Well done.
Good job. Question, guys, is the forum not working?
What do you mean? That horrible, ugly, yellow, green forum? Oh my God.
But it's not working, right? Because I went in and I was like, it's not working.
Nobody, everybody still posts there? Oh my God, that's like dead.
I don't
Phil,
know if they
you feel like
do,
an
but when
answer.
Miss Universe comes, I go in to see.
What happened to the Mississology forum page? Do you know?
Everyone migrated to Facebook.
Yeah,
Correct.
everybody's using Facebook or Instagram.
And it became tired because it was only Filipino fans who were posting, about how Miss Earth was the most beautiful pageant ever, and they just talk about each other, how beautiful it is, and they thought that, whatever they say was true. Like, it's true. It was like that. That's why I stopped going to Mississology.
Right.
But to me, it's really sad because that's actually where I've met most of the people here, like from Mississology. So to me, it makes me really sad because I think that's where I was able to develop my passion for pageantry was on Mississology.
Brian, I remember you were just like what, 14?
Yeah.
12.
Oh my gosh, adorable. For me, it was global beauties in Latin. That surprised me, Brian. Latin America was all global beauties.
I think I don't know why I've always had like this really like nice vibe with Filipinos. Like I've always, and I stumbled upon Mississology. I don't know how. I really don't know how, but it was always
Brian, what is
my home for pageantry?
What is your Mississology handler?
It changed. It was Brian Javier, but then it was Wise Thoughts.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Wise Thoughts. I remember.
I remember this forum whose handle is like Miss 2000 BC or something like that.
Oh my God.
1000 BC.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I remember that one. Oh my gosh.
What about Mocha?
Mocha, I remember Mocha. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Mocha.
Brian, may I ask how old are you?
I'm 29.
Oh, 29. Okay. Yeah, so.
Yes.
And then you have Patay na Daga, Sephora Chanel.
Oh my God. No, but the most Cleopatra.
Oh, Cleopatra. I remember Cleopatra.
I remember Cleopatra, yeah.
I remember that song. She
All
was
these
supposed to
bitches
be
are
Alba Reyes. Who was supposed to be Alba Reyes?
Alba Reyes. Yes.
Crazy. It was it makes me smile because honestly, that's like I've met so many wonderful people because of Mississology. And it sucks that sense of community. If we didn't do this, or if we didn't go to pageants in person, we wouldn't have it anymore. Because it's really just about you posting a comment and hating on the other person. There's not really that sense of community that we used to have when pageantry was harder to find, less accessible.
Before, like the speech wasn't that much controlled. Like we can say whatever we want in the forum.
Yes,
roasting everyone.
Yeah,
unless someone got angry and started to delete the whole threads.
Oh, I know who.
Phil, somebody's asking, can Phil explain Mississology's hot picks? In other words, where the hell is Miss Philippines?
Yes,
I can explain it.
Oh my God, I want to know too.
Listen, I'll say this about it.
There's so many people who does the hot picks for Mississology, so maybe unanimously they did not put Miss Philippines there.
No, here's the actual thing. What pageant fans don't understand is that most of these pages, what they want is for you to like and comment and share and be angry at their post, because interactions equal more reach.
Likes.
So when you guys see that your favorites aren't on a hot pick, or I don't know, Venezuela is the #1, they just want you to comment. They want to hear you. They want to hear your screams of terror and be upset. That's what they want, and that's why you keep
fuel social media.
That's why you see these hot picks that are like, what the fuck? So that's why you, as a pageant fan, you have to decide who you go to. You have to study who you go to, and who is gonna give you that opinion. Who's gonna influence your opinion?
And this is the reason why Mississology reached 3 million followers, because they did not include Philippines.
Maybe, yeah.
Instead of losing Filipino followers, they gained more followers from other nationalities or something.
Listen, Rafa, the next hot pick, Michelle will be #1. Watch.
Yeah, exactly. She will.
Like it's like building the suspense, so to speak.
Yeah,
which is good. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about the internet voting. Again, will be used again this year, as they had done last year with fans being able to vote. Of course, money, you have to pay. Well, I think the first vote is free, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But after that, you get to vote as many times as you want, and you can spend as much money as you want, as you can afford it. Okay. Now, okay, let's talk about JKN's global filing for bankruptcy, or as Khun Anne prefers to use the term, business rehabilitation. Okay, I'm not a finance expert. I don't know anything about money whatsoever. Okay, all I care about is that I have comfortable cash sitting in my bank to live with comfortably for the rest of my life. I really don't care about, you know, being a millionaire, because I know I'll never be one. Okay. But to those business-minded people, finance-minded people, could you please explain the difference between bankruptcy and business rehabilitation? Our panelists, do you have any opinion? Is there a difference? What the hell is the difference between bankruptcy and business rehabilitation?
Well,
It's
I think
basically the
with
same thing.
bankruptcy, well, with bankruptcy is that, you know, you can owe money, but the government or the people that you owe from cannot sue you. That's what I understand. So she must have owned a lot of money. That's why she filed the bankruptcy, so that she cannot be sued.
It's not the first company that's done it, and I'm sure they're gonna do it and they'll be fine. So it is what it is. Like, people freaking out and being like, "Oh my God, Miss Universe is gonna, like, it's gonna be done." I doubt it. It's just, there's a lot, like, running a pageant is expensive. Everything's expensive. Just breathing on this earth is expensive. So just imagine putting 85 girls in another country and taking care of them for three weeks. It's expensive. So I'm sure they'll be fine. And that word that she likes to use is just a prettier word for bankruptcy.
This is what it says. It says JKN, which bought the Miss Universe organization for $20 million in October last year, has delayed some payments for its bonds, citing global and domestic economic challenges. Okay, so basically she's trying to negotiate. Well, wasn't she supposed to have renegotiated everything already by September 25th this year, earlier this year? What happened to that meeting? And now she's going to have to try to convince her creditors to give her more time again to pay back her debts. So,
well, I bet what she's trying to do is restructure and then get that government help for her debts, and then maybe push over this Mexican person that wants to be part owner, and that'll help her if that's what they're trying to do.
Well, bottom line is, buying Miss Universe was a wrong decision for her.
Well, it was the wrong decision because she didn't know how to handle it.
That's exactly, you know what? That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said on my Instagram. This is what I say. Khun Anne doesn't know anything about running a pageant to begin with. She considers Miss Universe nothing more than her playground to fulfill her queen fantasies. And she changed the entry rules based on her persona, trans mother over 28. She deluded herself into believing that the whole world will embrace and accept the radical changes that she has made. And now the counter-progressive consequences of these changes are exploding right in her face. Right, Peter?
Oh my God. Right? Listen, I think that Miss Universe would be way better, or they would be in a better place right now if they would have stuck to their original values. I'm all for trans women to compete. For me, age, I'm about to be 30, and I think that age is not something that should stop you in anything. But the reality is that if they would have kept those core values, I think they would have progressed a little bit more and not been in the pickle that they're in right now.
Well, I could see what happened was when Donald Trump, sold Miss Universe, they tried to stay away from Donald Trump's Miss Universe image.
That's a shame.
And that was the downfall.
Yeah.
Because for Donald Trump, Miss Universe is for entertainment. Where it should be.
And I think that's what all us pageant fans felt from it. It was entertainment. It wasn't about, let me listen to this girl's advocacy. Maybe that came, involved in some type of way, but it wasn't because we were there to hear about her advocacy. It was because we were wowed and we felt the glamour and we saw a superstar. And I think that Miss Universe could have replicated that. They could have had a superstar going to galas and red carpets all over Hollywood. You could have done that, and you didn't, because you wanted to play into this inclusion thing because the whole country's shifting that way, and that's great. But you did it in a way where you weren't able to keep that glamour. You could still have a superstar that's plus size or trans. Like you could have done it, but you decided to go a whole different direction that doesn't even make sense and people don't believe.
Somebody explain bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is an administrator taking over the business so that debtors can be repaid and shareholders can get some money back. I still don't get it. Okay, business rehabilitation. Okay, you can pay your debts, but at a later time.
Okay.
Okay, whereas bankruptcy, meaning you're bankrupt and you cannot repay your debts because you're bankrupt. You don't have any more money. Okay, now I understand. Thank you. Okay, get it. Got it. So basically, that's why Khun Anne is pissed at the media for emphasizing the word bankruptcy instead of business rehab, which she prefers. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Beauty pageant should be beauty first and then advocacy, not the other way around. Yeah, totally agree.
Okay.
Totally agree, Little Penny.
I don't even think it should be about beauty. I think it should be about the personality and overall. If you're pretty, you have a great personality,
right?
Then cool, you're a star.
Totally agree. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about Miss Universe Australia being called to step down because her parents owe a lot of money, 45 million buckaroos, to the creditors. What better way to explain this dilemma than Mr. Peter Sereno of the Pageant Institute, who is from Australia? Darling, please comment.
Yeah, it's not actually just her parents. So allegedly, she actually owns 10. She's the director of 10 of these companies as well, who are being sued for bankruptcy. Now, she had claimed that she had tendered her resignation. Whether she has done it prior to entering the pageant or maybe while she's at Miss Universe, I don't know. I'm not quite clear on that one. And everybody's kind of backing up and not taking any responsibility for anything. So like I said, she claims to have tendered resignation. Media have gone to her father, her parents, to ask if that is true. And the father has been quoted, "I don't fucking know. Why don't you call her yourself?"
Wow.
Seems like a delight.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm, you know what? If these allegations are true, it's unfortunate. There's a lot of families that are doing it tough at the moment in Australia, and a lot of these families have actually been taken for a ride, and their money have been taken by these companies. They've invested a lot of their money, to make their own dreams come true. That's not come to fruition. That needs to be fixed. I think if this family allegedly has done this and they are reaping the benefits of that, that's not right. So now a petition has been started out by someone here locally to actually dethrone her. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. I think what she needs to do is step up and actually just, own it, claim it, tell us, from her side of the story what is going on, and just be real about it. Right. So it's unfortunate all of these things are happening. I don't think she went into the pageant with, knowing that this was going to happen.
Do you think she bought her crown?
No.
You don't think so? Okay. Why not?
Well, if they're bankrupt, they have no money, right?
But do you think she won fair and square then?
I didn't watch the pageant live. I'm not in a position to comment on that.
Why not? Just be honest, please. Are they suing you? Are you in a gag order or something?
No. I have no relationship with Miss Universe Australia at all. I don't think what's going on with the contestant has got anything to do with Miss Universe Australia. Maybe if they thought that they were going to get some kind of arrangement, she comes from an influential family, right? So I think if they thought that they were going to get something out of that, I don't know. I really can't comment. So until I've spoken to the directors myself and until I've heard from Troy and from Sophia, I don't believe that I am in a position to actually speak from a point of authority on the subject. So I think I will keep that door open, so watch the space, guys.
All right. We're definitely looking forward to it. Reading some of the comments. I think MGI is trying to copy the Donald Trump template, but the pageant fans are not accepting MGI because it's too toxic. Maybe. Maybe.
I don't know.
Losing American markets is a big problem, or can Latina and Philippines stay afloat? Yes.
Yeah, I think South America and Asia is going to keep pageants alive.
Because that's where the biggest pageant markets are located in those regions.
Correct. I think in a developed country, you don't need to be in a pageant to actually succeed in life. Whereas I don't think it's the same in developing countries, right? So different values, different economic standpoints. So yeah.
As a business in USA, you cannot trade whilst insolvent. This is illegal based on Corporations Act rules, meaning you cannot continue trading whilst bankrupt. Okay, that's good to know. Dorothy, hi Dorothy. Dorothy says, the way to make good business with a global pageant like MU is to induce business activity in every country or region where it exists, generate revenue, whether it's pageant season or not. You know what? That's exactly what Anne has been doing since she took over. Did any of you guys buy her bottled water or her tote bag?
I wanted to,
Raise
and I
your
went
hands.
to Thailand and I didn't find it. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Did anyone buy any of her products, her mineral water of different flavors or whatever? Nobody, right? So
I don't know where to buy it.
Yeah, I think it was 7-Eleven, but I went to 7-Eleven in Thailand.
Is there like a website?
And I didn't see it anywhere.
Oh my God, like why would you go 7-Eleven?
Well, what's in the water anyway? I want to know what's in the water.
Because it's accessible, right? Yeah, sell it on 7-Eleven.
Audience.
Where did you want it? In Macy's?
Well, correct.
TJ
So
Maxx.
if you're going to sell one, a bottle of water, a Miss Universe bottle of water, right? For
TJ
$1.
Maxx.
And then you sell 2 million of that. That's 2 million in your pocket compared to selling, I don't know, 30 at $50 a bottle. It's just economics 101.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Miss Universe still hasn't found like the right
niche
spot where they, the niche, that's a good word, of where they should place their title holder in what market and what to sell.
Well,
they haven't found it.
Well, this year, Latin America, that's why Latina's going to win this year, I bet. But then again, if a Latina wins and Miss Thailand does not win, imagine the rage that the Thai fans will manifest.
I mean, it's happened before, and the Thai fans keep being supportive. So
yeah. I mean, it's Thailand.
Not this year, though.
It should be Thailand's time. Yeah.
It should be Thailand's time.
It should be Thailand this year too.
Yes, it should be.
I don't know what else they would need to bring to Miss Universe if this doesn't work.
We're looking for a plus size Miss Thailand.
Yeah, no, but I have the feeling. Let's see that maybe it will be 2 Thai judges in the finals. Who knows? But I think that the organization is gonna push for.
Would it be interesting? What if that happens? Wouldn't it be interesting if Antonia keeps eating and ballooning up, and then 2 days before the finals, I'm bisexual.
Whoa!
It would be.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Inclusion.
100%. 100%. Let's talk about, somebody's asking what is going to happen to Lupita Jones. Can we talk about Lupita?
She's going home.
Who does not like Lupita?
She can take her transphobic butt back to taqueria or something.
Yes, thank you, Brian. Love you. You say it.
Listen, last year she looked at my boyfriend really bad in the lobby. She was like, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with her?
Well, your boyfriend's hair is green, for Pete's sake.
It's blue, and he looked very handsome, and he smiled at her. She doesn't have to go to anyone.
Just like Miss Nepal.
Oh, God. I'll mention that woman.
Right,
I'm glad that Lupita's gone, to be honest.
Right,
but you say, Brian, she wasn't homophobic, she was transphobic. I'm just glad that she left, so I'm happy.
And it sucks because she's a Miss Universe, but bro, again, be a good person. Not that hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as you know, she comes from that generation. Again, she comes from Mexico, which is a very still strong patriarchal machismo country. Okay, so try to understand her from her culture alone. So this is her way of thinking. But when you compare her, let's say, with the latest Miss Universe in Mexico, Andrea Meza, who's like very open-minded, very embracing, very tolerant, but I'm saying that right now because she's still in her like 20s, but wait till she becomes a mother. She's gonna be start thinking like Lupita. I betcha. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. So so we all well, I'm not happy that Lupita lost her franchise because I think regardless of what she thinks about homosexuals or the trans community, I think she's been an excellent national director. That's all I can say.
I don't think so. She's lost opportunities. She has had really good opportunities to crown girls and prepare them next level, and she didn't.
But you know what? But you know what? If you don't feel comfortable with the organization's new vision, you don't have to stay. Maybe she always wanted to resign anyway. Also, several when the new changes in Miss Universe, the new updated entry requirements Miss Universe were implemented, there were several national directors who left Miss Universe. Either they could no longer pay the increased franchise fees, or they no longer share the vision of that made Miss Universe great to begin with.
Well, for most of them was because they wanted a detailed summary of how much money they made. Mm-hmm. And that is literally an open door for you to be like, oh, you make that much money? Well, you need to give me this cut or you don't have the franchise. So that's why a lot of people were not happy with the changes. I wouldn't be happy either, because running a pageant is super expensive. And imagine having you're being your own boss, and then on top of that, you have another organization that now is going to be like, hey, if you want to keep on doing this, you need to give me 30% of what you're making. It's terrible.
Hector!
Brian, did you apply to become the national director for Miss Universe Virgin Islands?
Unfortunately, I can reveal that I did talk to someone very important about it, but it never happened.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about it. It's a little bit more complicated for me though, because per Miss Universe organization rules, you have to hold the pageant in that country.
Yeah.
And
which is very interesting. I'm glad that you mentioned that, because as you know, Josh Hugan, the guy who owns the franchise for Pakistan, Bahrain, and Egypt, except for Egypt, but he crowned Bahrain and Pakistan outside those two countries. I think those girls were crowned in the Maldives, and
must be nice to have money and be looked past.
And I did ask Josh about that, why did they allow you to crown those girls outside the countries? But he never gave me a straight answer. He was just like, dismiss me and stuff and everything. But I'm glad he's following me now. We're following each other. So Josh, if you're watching, hi. And Mr. Hector Joaquin Colon Gonzalez has joined the room again. Okay. So welcome back. People say hello to Hector back. Okay. Okay, so let's go. Let's talk about Latvia's nude photos. Okay.
They're beautiful.
Instagram sent me a message saying, we have to take down your photos because they go against community standards. Facebook did the same thing too, but YouTube still has the naked photos up, and they were not really totally nude because I censored her private parts. I put the word censored on her vagina, so it wasn't like as if she's exposed. And so, but still, I look at my Instagram and those photos are still up there. So what's up with that, Instagram? Make up your mind. Are you going to remove them or not? But they're still up there. So anyway, my question is, these photos of hers appeared or were taken by a professional photographer who specializes in erotica. So these photos showed up in some website or whatever, and a fan sent me the link. Rafa, you need to take a look at this, because according to Miss Universe, you cannot apply to be a candidate if you have all these naked photos that you did in the past. And they sent me a screenshot of the clause that was exactly that regulation. But Miss Universe accepted it anyway. So what's up with that? What's up with Miss Universe?
Who cares?
No, who cares? Exactly.
Why?
Who cares?
I should care.
She got COVID
care.
last year and she couldn't compete, and now she's competing. Who cares?
Who
Let
cares?
her show her
She's
vagina
going
around
to
the
be a
world.
semi-finalist.
But if
She's
you
not
were
going to be a semifinalist.
if you're a parent of a young girl, of a young daughter who wants to be Miss Universe someday, and heaven forbid Miss Latvia is crowned Miss Universe, the media is going to attack her. They're going to show all her naked photos again. And poor little Missy, my daughter of mine, oh, Daddy, Miss Latvia, Miss Universe, she posts naked. Does that mean that Elsa can take photos, naked photos?
Rafa,
When you're the right
watching
age,
Miss
yes.
Universe. Nobody watching Miss Universe.
What?
Nobody watching Miss Universe. Miss Universe is not important anymore.
You know what? I think Amy Emmerich, who's a lesbian, I think she allowed these photos to be released because she has the hots for Miss Latvia. That's
Listen, it wouldn't be
That's
Miss
the
Universe
reason.
inclusion if you didn't accept the girl with the nudes in the pageant.
I'm telling
Just
you,
saying.
it's all these like kinky stuff going on within the organization, you know.
I think like Latvians they're on a different level. Their culture is on a different level. So plus number two, like those photos were artistically done.
Yeah, exactly. Huh.
What do you mean?
You know?
Well, that's I don't know. It's relative though.
But come on, Rafa, they accept Miss Russia in 2009. Do you remember those pictures?
Mhm.
Those
Yeah,
were
but-
bad pictures. Like she was totally naked. Like,
It was the
Yeah, but
first time I saw boobies.
yeah, you sit right there. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't see. This is what I mean. If you're going to include a clause against no nudity, then why are you accepting a contestant who had posed nude? That's what my question is.
But Rafa, if you're talking about being a pageant about inclusion, why would you exclude the woman that chose to pose nude?
Whatever. Anyway,
Exactly. Who cares?
Love it.
somebody's asking Hector. Hector, do you own Global Beauties?
What?
Do you own Global Beauties? Where did that come from?
Yeah, where's that come from?
Where did that
They
come
got it
from?
confused between Hector and
never in the
Enrique.
life.
Oh, Hector and Enrique. That's why. Oh, yeah, you're
That's
right.
why they've got you confused.
I
with
never
Enrique.
owned Global Beauties. Never.
Yeah, Hector never owned anything in his life.
Fuck you, motherfucker. Here. I own everything in my life, darling. Come on, okay? Don't try to me. Don't start, okay? I love you, baby.
We love you too. Well, I'm so glad you're able to make it. We have the original gang.
Okay, first of all,
back without code.
first, very important. Hello, Brian. Hello, Peter. Hello, Phil. Hello, Antonia. And hello, Rafa. Hello, Rafa.
You can own me any day, Hector.
What?
Means you.
We can talk about Miss Nepal.
Well,
no more Miss Nepal.
we already gave our opinion. What do you think? We already
Okay,
gave
tell
our
us, yes.
opinion. Quick.
Honestly, I love her attitude. I remember.
Yes.
I love her attitude because
Yes.
I can imagine the chaperones like this little, blah 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 blah. But she's doing in a purpose. She knows. She's very intelligent.
Yes.
She
Yes.
knows. She knows.
Yes.
But honestly, again, I don't care what you do. She's enjoyed the pageant. She eats a lot.
Yes.
She's happy. People stop hating her,
Well, I don't hate her. I don't hate her, but I don't think she should be, representing plus size woman for the first time.
With
I
that
don't hate her.
attitude, yes.
I agree.
Well, we have the same attitude with Sierra Bertram, Miss Canada. She was in the Philippines. I was in the Philippines.
Yeah,
Sierra
but
was,
Sierra was nice. The issue that Sierra behaved nice.
And she's also beautiful. She has a beautiful face.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know beauty, but it's
beautiful,
just like her attitude. Yeah, but whatever.
It's
But I don't
because-
hate her. The thing is,
It's
like,
because she's ugly.
Cool.
Who's ugly?
It's because she's ugly in Nepal.
Yeah, she
No,
is.
it's because that's maybe a part of she's not beautiful, let's say that. But also
Peter,
no
Peter.
one, Hector, no one in a pageant should have that attitude. You should be respectful.
yeah,
You
totally.
should represent yourself in the best way
Totes.
possible because you are representing a country. And now every single time I think about Nepal, I think about someone rolling their eyes, about someone being first in line in the buffet. And I also think about her just being rude and pretending like she has her ear
Hey,
pods on.
hey.
Oh my God, what is this? A new dog?
No, it's Willa. It's the same dog.
It's Willow. You're right, Brian. You're right. You're right. Thanks God, I am not in El Salvador, because if I was in another mood or something in
You
front
would've
of
told her
her,
something.
I can't. Honestly, I can't imagine, because Rafa knows me. Everybody knows me. But at the end of the day, she's enjoyed the pageant. You're right. She needs to be more accessible. She need to be more friendly.
I agree with Hector. 150% I agree with Hector. In saying that if she did what you were saying, Brian, nobody's going to be talking about her.
No, but still, you
She's
want
just
to...
blending in with everybody else, and the worst thing
Oh,
you
trust me,
can
she is not
do,
blending in
right?
anywhere.
Well, look, and here's the correct, right? Now, here's the thing. She's not blending in because she's doing what she's doing. And, you guys know, as pageant experts, as pageant coaches, as pageant directors, the worst thing that you can do in a pageant is to blend in and be like everybody else. Now,
Okay, but do
knowing that
something
she's
else.
probably,
Go
no,
be.
hang on, right. Knowing that she's not going to win anyway, this is her moment, right? She's not going to go down this path anymore. And if this is the choices that she has made, she has made an impact. Negative or positive, people are not going to care, because when this pageant is over, she is one of the most talked about contestant in this pageant. Publicity is publicity, negative or positive, whatever. If you follow the rules and you do what everybody else is meant to be saying, the danger that you run here is that you blend in with everybody else and nobody talks about you. She has run a good game, positive or negative, whether or not you agree with it. You guys are still talking about her.
No, but I don't think she's playing a game. I think she's just...
I think
that's how she behaves.
it's her. It's her true colors. She's a bad person.
Like, it's not like Paulina,
it's not a
like,
game.
it's not Amela Vega, for
Welcome.
example. Okay,
Welcome
Amela
to
Vega.
the-
Amela Vega, she was a bitch, but she was playing a game. She was competitive. Come on, let's be honest. This girl is
Okay.
just...
Be quiet.
see?
Okay. We love you, Antonio.
I agree with Antonio. It is not that she is pre-planning, let me do this tonight. No, she is like that. She is naturally a bad person. We've seen it in various videos. And yes, we're talking about her, but am I going to remember something nice about her? No. I'm going to remember
But
when
you're
she rolled
going
her
to
eyes at her chaperone.
remember
No,
her.
you will only
You
remember.
are going to
remember
remember
her
her.
bad image. You will only remember.
But who wants to be remembered as a horrible person?
Exactly. I'm going to
Maybe
burn
I
her
am
out of my
different, but
hand.
I don't want to be remembered like that. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
No.
Well, look, quite frankly, if I'm walking down a hall and you hear someone, and you hear this whiny voice going, Miss Nepal, Miss Nepal, I would be rolling my eyes too. And I would be walking straight past that person. Oh, hello, Mr.
Disagree.
Pan, nice shoes. Oh, rock
No,
on.
Peter, you
Disagree.
would be in your character. Don't lie. You would want to win. You would know that that's not what you're gonna do. You want to do that? Do it in the elevator when you're by yourself. But no, you wouldn't do
I
that.
have a question. I was watching an interview last week with this Miss Universe contestant from maybe 5 or 4 years ago. I don't remember, but she was saying to the interviewer, to the person she was interviewing her, that she was in Miss Universe. I'm going to find this interview and I'm going to send to everyone. But it was interesting because she said that she was in some activities and then she failed. She was feeling not well. And as soon she came back to the hotel, the chaperone asked her to go downstairs to make a pregnant test.
Really?
Oh, you're talking about Venezuela. You're talking about
Dominican
Vanessa
Republic?
Goncalves.
What?
You're talking about Vanessa Goncalves. I saw the interview.
Yes.
2011. Okay,
Yes.
2011.
Yes. I saw a very nice and good interview with her. And I remember her because I was in Sao Paulo. She was all the time very nice with me. But I saw this interview and she said that, Rafa.
And you know what's crazy is that you just said that she was very nice to you. And she specifically in that interview says that she didn't really want it. She didn't really want to win. She was doing it for because of her family. And she was still nice.
She was nice to me, but from the beginning, she was clear with everybody that I'm here just to compete. I'm here just
not to make friends.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that should be a winner's mentality right there.
Okay, I have my opinion. I have my opinion about this Miss Universe edition. The host country, 100. Excellent, 5 stars. Okay. The stage, 100, 5 stars, is designed by a Salvadorian designer. Okay. The stage, the final stage. The activities, 5 stars, 100. One thing I don't like about this Miss Universe is, tell me.
Khun Anne.
Sashes.
The female host.
Everything is being paid for.
Tell me.
No
the government involvement.
Oh, no.
Why we have already Magali Febles like she's the president of El Salvador?
Oh yeah, you know what? She was interviewed and she said that I would love to move to El Salvador. I can see myself living there the rest of my life. So go figure. Yeah. Ooh, Magali girl.
She has
Por
a challenge.
favor, díganme algo.
She have a challenge. She have a challenge. She's in all the press in El Salvador. She is the trainer of Miss El Salvador.
Correct.
Yeah, correct. And Dominican
What is
Republic.
next, Magali? What is next? To be the national director?
Hector,
Yes.
you regardless of what people talk about or feel about Magali, for me, and I know a lot of us share this opinion.
Yeah.
You have to respect her for everything she's done and how she worked. When she wants to do something, she's gonna do it.
Know,
and she's gonna do anything she can to get it.
I say before, but I know Magali very well, but I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad that she's doing this, just fun about her, okay?
I mean,
but
I know if I could.
What?
I would do the same thing if I could, I'd try to make it, roll in my favor.
I love Bukele.
I think we all like him.
We all do the same thing.
We all like the president.
He's very handsome.
Yes.
And he's very smart.
Yes.
I mean, look what he has done with Miss Universe. He brought it. He's brought something to his country. He's fixed a bunch of things that were neglected. And now he has this, microscope on El Salvador. So that's really nice.
This is the kind of Miss Universe that Paula Sugar likes than love.
Yes.
This is the kind of if you saw the video when she was talking to the girls in the welcoming gala, what she says, it was a long time that I never heard like something like this from her,
The last time we had something like this was
Thailand.
Maybe Thailand, yeah.
Thailand, I think Thailand, yeah.
Something similar.
After Thailand, nothing like that.
No. It just went downhill after that.
Yeah.
Who else? Okay, so there is a rumor has it that they're going to pick a winner who speaks Spanish. Okay.
Listen, guys, stop listening to rumors. People say so many things. Even organization purposely says, we're looking for a blonde girl. Then they come and crown, I don't know, a black girl or I don't know, they'll crown whatever they want. It's all BS. They're just making you talk.
Dorothy's asking, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the activity so far this first week? 10? Hector, really?
7.5.
No, 10 is too much.
I agree with Antonio.
Maybe 7-ish.
Why? Why 7?
I'm comparing with Ecuador, for example. They were the girls like they do a lot together. So that's for me 7.5. Ecuador 10, El Salvador 7.5.
Yes.
For me, it's 7.5 because the reality is that these girls are going to these places, taking pictures and leaving. Yes. So it's not like they're actually experiencing the and I get it because they're short on time. But if the girls were there for a little longer, I think it would be more valuable.
Well, some of the girls were actually split into different groups. One group went to the historical district, one group went to spend some time with the children in the park, and then one group did some swimsuit photo shoot on the beach.
Yeah.
There were 7 girls, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, they were split into several groups, which is too bad because I really would prefer for all of them, like the Miss Grand
to experience everything.
Yeah, everything at the same time. So,
but I mean, it's understandable because it's so many girls and there's not a lot of time, and just the logistics of bringing 85 girls to one place is crazy.
Yeah.
But ideally, it would be great if all the girls got to experience
everything. That's happened when you're going to have a nice big production, like they going to have. This happened when you have a nice pageant, but they want to show everything from the country. That's happened, but
No, you can already tell that the final night is going to be very much focused on getting people to want to come to El Salvador.
Yes, it's going to be like 2001 in Puerto Rico. It's everything about the country.
Of
course,
which is great. I love that.
Yeah, that's why former Miss Universe El Salvador in 1996, Milena Mayorga, returned to El Salvador. She is El Salvador's ambassador in the United States, so she had to come back to her native country to be part of the promotional team to promote tourism, in the country. So that's good. I hope she becomes one of the judges.
I think she will.
That's another thing. I know it's probably going to be an all-female panel judges again this year. Well, no problem, but at least they should invite Anne Potamo from Finland, who was crowned
100%.
The first runner-up.
Maybe Milena Mayorga, or maybe Carmen Figueroa, who Miss El Salvador 1975, and she made a top 10. So, I think either of those Salvadoran beauty queens should also be.
I think the judges, I don't know if they were prelim or for finals, but I think some of the judges were already revealed, weren't they?
That's for Voice for Change.
This is for the Voice for Change, and it's a mixed sex panel, which is good. Yeah, which is good. So yeah. All right, let's talk about another controversy. I don't know if you guys saw this video of Miss USA and a Venezuelan fan coaxing her to wave the Venezuelan flag, even though she's representing USA. At first, she was very, very reluctant because she thought, well, I don't think it's a good idea because it would be a disrespect for Diana, Miss Venezuela.
She handled it really well.
But just to please the fan, she did it anyway. And this is the story behind it. I think Julio Rodriguez told us to our WhatsApp group. There's a story because this Venezuelan guy actually convinced Miss USA that it was going to be for his personal use only, that he was not going to share the video. But what did he do? He shared it
that in live,
and it went viral. So people are attacking Miss USA for holding the Venezuela. I'm sorry, some Americans are attacking Miss USA for holding the Venezuelan flag, even though she has Miss USA on her sash, etc. Imagine if this similar situation had happened to Albany. Filipino fans telling her to hold the Filipino flag, and then if she had refused, imagine all the attack from the Filipinos. So it's the same thing with Miss USA this year.
I mean, I think it's silly
Why
because
do fans do that? For likes, obviously. For clicks,
that's the problem. That's the problem, that a lot of people that were there in media, they're not media. They're fans.
Yeah, they're not.
Yes.
They're not.
They're just fans.
They're
giving fans. Yeah, they're just giving random fans, media passes. So even during the welcome gala, you could hear them just yelling and screaming at the girls and being like, Colombia, Puerto Rico, yelling at them from across the room. Someone from media wouldn't do that. I would never do that. If we were invited, we wouldn't be yelling at them. We would be waiting for them to come to us.
No.
And they were yelling across the ballroom to them, and you can clearly see that they're just fans.
From 2020, Miss Universe is like a carnival, it's no respect for the media. I remember when Rafa and I were covered the pageant, everything was so professional with the press. Everything was so very nice. But right now we have all this kind of mariquitas and loquitas, and everybody crazy, you know, and you need to respect the real people to cover
Yes.
the pageants. You know, you need to respect. You need to know, because what happened with Noelia, what was doing in a purpose.
I think so too. I think
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, I
They
don't have
should
any
have
doubt
like,
about that.
you know, all these vloggers, all these members of the media, like what Hector was saying, in the olden days, the Miss Universe public relations department, which I thought was amazing at that moment, at that time, gave us a specific rules, what to ask and what not to ask the girls.
Yes.
Okay, so you cannot do this, you cannot do that. Not only that, but we were put in this media room with all the conveniences that we could use: chairs, tables, electricity, what laptop, computer stuff, and printing machine, whatnot. And they serve food. They serve us food as well, you know, which free drinks and free food.
Yeah.
So those were the good olden days. But now everything is just chaotic. Everything just goes, you know. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no organization.
I think, Rafa, that it's become that way because there's so many people trying to compete in this. Like, there's a lot of us that when we go to Miss Universe,
for likes, right?
Yeah, and when we go to Miss Universe, we're doing it because it's our passion, because we want to bring you and we want to share with you the best and make you feel like you're there. But there's other people that are just doing it because they want the likes. The first thing you see on their live is the PayPal.
Yes.
They'll say, like, it really is. You know, I feel fortunate. I made
the badges
money off YouTube last year. The badges. I made money last year off Miss Universe when I was in New Orleans. Not enough to offset the cost of being there, but I made money off of it. And I never was like purposely on my lives and asking people for money and begging them, like, and I just see people just like putting their PayPal and putting their Zelle, and it's just it feels like it's all about give me money and give me likes, follow me, like, please. And I hate that.
Yeah. I never in my fucking life, when I was cover pageants, I never asked for anybody for money to go to a pageant.
Yeah, correct.
I have my people that help me, like Diana and Rafa, but asking money to go to a pageant as you are media, this is gross. So cheap. This is so
And if it comes from people's heart, then cool. Like, if they offer it to you and they're like, here, thank you for what you do, that's great. Yes, but literally going on there and being like, yeah, I can't go if you don't pay for my stuff. Like, bitch, like I pay for me and my boyfriend to go, and I pay every single dinner, every single thing. And hey, to the people that want to support me, great. I love you. Thank you so much. Like, I'm glad that you see like something valuable in what I'm doing. But I'm never gonna be there and be like upset because you're not giving me money so I can go to Miss Universe.
Brian, I have a message for you from Puerto Rican fan, from George from Puerta de Tierra. He said, "I love Brian. Me encanta Brian."
Thank you.
Brian Javier's fan club. Woohoo! It's growing. I think Brian and Antonio are competing for followers here, for numbers.
So I'm not competing.
Let's wait next year. You're going to compete in Miss Universe.
I don't know.
Let it be in Mexico. Okay, so
then Brian won't have time for us.
Right.
No, I'll always have time for you guys. I made time when I was in New Orleans. I made time for you guys.
Yeah. Well, if you're watching this live group chat, why don't, if you love me and Christmas is just around the corner, please buy super chats. If you love all of us in this group, please buy as many super chats as you possibly can, you know, and show us your support, please. That would be lovely. Okay, let's move. Another rumor. Rumor has it that Nadia Ferreira will be one of the judges this year.
Oh, really?
Well,
I don't mind.
Really?
I don't mind.
She's the wife of Mark Anthony.
I don't mind.
Yeah, no mind neither.
Yeah, she's pretty. She's beautiful. We always want to see beautiful faces in the panel of judges.
She's the real Miss Universe.
Exactly. Now, can we talk about the choice of swimsuit?
Ugly.
Did you guys see the picture of the swimsuit?
Pésimos.
Designed by
Cheap.
Ruben Singer.
Baratos.
Well, that was my first impression. I thought it looked cheap. It looked really tacky. You know,
They
like,
look like they're from
That's-
Shein. And
but
that's the correct word,
Antonio,
tacky.
you like the pink one.
I
that-
like the pink one only.
Albany-
So I like the color, but the others not like it. Yeah.
and then she was modeling.
Rafa.
I think it was designed by Albany.
No,
No.
no, Albany is good at designing. I
I'm
doubt it.
joking.
I doubt it. Listen,
I
if
don't
you want to
think-
talk about ugly, Rafa, you got to mention the Muba photo shoot.
The what?
Oh.
The Muba photo shoot.
Yes, you're right. The makeup. The
Yes.
makeup.
Wait.
Yeah, let's talk about
Stop.
Muba, okay?
Stop. Let me say something, please. Let me say
Please.
something. Can we get it rid out of Muba from Miss Universe? Because every year the makeup is worse and worse and worse.
I don't
And the
understand
concept
why
of
Miss
the
Universe
photo this
hasn't-
year is
Terrible.
The last
It is very
Supper.
terrible.
I don't know why Miss Universe is still not on top of having their own brand for makeup. Like, why?
Yes.
Why are you not?
look
Like, you
this,
should,
look
like,
this,
come on,
look
Miss
this.
Thailand. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
Look.
terrible.
Who's that?
That's Spain.
Spain, I think. Yeah.
That's Colombia.
Poor Miss Colombia. Poor Miss Colombia.
There's a lot of face
Who's that?
app on those pictures.
Who?
No,
No?
Puerto
No,
Rico? That's not Puerto
that's not-
Rico.
no, that's not.
No, this is Miss Portugal.
Portugal.
No,
That's
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, looks like a drag queen.
And that's
This-
one of the better makeups. This was
Look.
terrible.
Nicaragua, my
That's
gosh. What a
Nicaragua.
detail.
She's my
Terrible,
big
terrible.
favorite. Come on, look,
And
look,
that's
look, the
that's
porn
Latvia.
star, the porn star.
She always kind of looks like that.
That's,
Yeah.
I was surprised also because she
Yeah,
kind of looks like that.
she kind of always
Yeah,
looks like that.
poor Latvia. Well, I don't mind.
I don't
him-
know. Honestly, it's every single year, and I feel like it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. The hairs aren't that bad. Whoever's doing the hair, it's all right.
Okay.
But those makeup, I
Yes.
don't know. No offense to them, but it's just not. It's not it. It's not it.
Really?
Yeah, it's not doing it.
And then the concept for the photo shoot was okay last year. It was like the black and the gold with the pieces, but this year it's literally just them in like a
It's
booth
like-
with plates.
What? Eat
Yeah,
my
it's
crown.
kind of
Eat my crown. Eat my sash.
It's kind of like a Last Supper, you know, for the
And then the
Elsa
clothing, the clothing was terrible. The only makeup that was all right was the makeup from Thailand. All the other makeups were terrible.
What do you think of Miss
That's so
Kirsten
true, though.
looking like Puerto Rico from last
Yeah,
year?
that's so true, Rafa.
Isn't it
Spoken
amazing?
Yeah.
Ashley Carino is back.
Wow.
With
Unbelievable.
a bigger personality.
She's an athlete. She's an
She's
athlete.
back
in
with a
Curaçao.
flower.
But
Looking
she's
more-
growing on me. She's
looking
growing
more-
on me.
Looking more dragish as ever. All right.
God.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Ashley's a little too.
what other
reserved.
incidents are there that we can talk about that
Oh,
happened?
did you see the video?
Oh, by the way, Dominican Republic is sick. They think she has COVID.
Oh, really?
What?
I
Yes.
hope not.
Oh,
She had when I was connecting my Instagram, and one of the guys from Dominican Republic that he's in El Salvador, Missiology Cibao, something like that. He was start the live saying that Miss Dominican Republic have fever.
That was recent because I just saw a
Yes.
live before. Okay.
It
Because I
was
saw her
like-
walking in the lobby earlier.
No, it was like 6 p.m. here in Puerto Rico.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Well,
What about
we
Rafa,
wish
have
her
you seen
well.
the video?
The what?
Have you seen the video of South Africa and Thailand?
No, I saw
What
the video
happened?
of Thailand and Philippines together.
No, there's a video.
Come on, tell us.
Yeah,
tell us.
there's a video of South Africa and Thailand, and there was another contestant. I don't remember who it was, but South Africa asks Antonia, "How was your food?" And she's like, "It was great." And then she says, Stop lying.
Top lines.
Don't lie, girl. And it was so awkward. Like it was Antonia, like there was like this pause and Antonia did like this little chuckle. And I was like, okay, what the hell? Like, what is wrong with these girls who, I don't know. I don't know. Who told these girls to behave like this?
I want to see that video.
I know.
No, I'm not on a diet.
I know
I don't
who told her
diet.
to do this. I know.
What is it with Antonia and her videos and food?
Well, she
Always
loves
gets her
she
in
loves
trouble.
food. She loves to eat.
Always gets her in trouble.
Yeah, she's a foodie.
She was the
And then
host.
someone in the
she was
background
the
goes, I hate
host
these
in the
fucking
beginning.
Indonesians.
She was the host of the pageant in the beginning. Yes. She was the host. She needs
She
to
was
win.
the host. Yes,
She
totally.
was the
Yeah,
host.
yeah.
She was
Mrs. Salvador
receiving
wasn't
everybody.
there.
No,
She took possession. Yeah.
no Magali, no El Salvador, no everybody. She was like, hello, come on, welcome, you know.
Rafa, is the reason why the candidates don't look good is because they're older now?
No way.
I don't know. I think it depends because some people age better than others, I think. Like
I think it's lack of preparation this year. This year, the pageant came so fast.
yeah.
Yes.
And overall, like I said before at the beginning, I don't think the level of contestants is the same as last year. We're not going to see
That's
top
right,
10 like
yeah.
we saw
But
last
you know
year.
what? When I compare the two mothers, Colombia versus Guatemala, I thought when Colombia won her national pageant, I thought she was spectacular. And
Why do we gotta
Guatemala
compare
as well?
them?
But no, beauty-wise, because they're both older women. They're both in 28, 29. But between the two of them, I kind of prefer Guatemala's look because she still looks
I agree.
fresh,
Me too.
I agree.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Yes. Fresh. Yes.
Yeah.
much younger
agree.
too. So she's doing something right in this competition. So, and if we're gonna compare the two trans women, Netherlands and Portugal, as far
Netherlands is
as
beautiful.
looking more feminine,
Portugal.
I think Netherlands to me is more feminine, and she sounds like a woman, a real woman.
I like
When
Netherlands
I
more.
when I hear Portugal speak, there's something about her voice that irritates
Yes.
me. It's like squeaky, kind of masculine voice thing when she speaks and stuff. But she photographs very well, no doubt. She's beautiful too. But yeah, so yeah, we're comparing stuff right now. All right. Why do Indonesians fans never attend pageants when they're so loud online as far as praising their candidate? Yeah, we don't see a lot of Indonesian noises this year.
Well, because the fans are still mad because of the sexual harassment case
yeah.
in MUID.
The body checks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Rafa, talk about Vietnam. Like when she left, like only 5 people, I think I saw the video.
Oh my God, yeah, that was so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so sad. Only 5 people attended her send-off at the airport.
That's happened when you change
Owner.
from a good organization to a somebody that you don't
Yes,
know.
correct.
No, they just didn't like the winner. The Vietnamese didn't like the winner because I think there was a old rumor of her being a bully when she was young.
She was bullied when she was young?
No, she was
she was a bully.
She was a bully.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. She was a bully. Okay.
Yeah,
Do you
and
remember
the
Antonio,
Vietnamese
the
were
last?
down.
Do you remember Antonio, the last national director, the handsome guy?
Bully.
Yes.
He was
Vietnam?
doing a great
He was
job.
doing, yeah.
The
Him and La-
the
yeah.
last national director for Miss Universe Vietnam.
Another
Yeah,
No, but
yeah, I remember him.
he was doing a nice.
No, was it
job.
Vietnam or Laos? I think Laos.
No, Vietnam.
Vietnam.
University of Vietnam. Really
Yeah.
handsome.
He
Yeah.
made this beautiful pageant, this nice reality show.
Lots of contestants.
The production was amazing. The pageant was amazing.
Oh, by
I
the
think-
way, before we go to that, there's a rumor that maybe Venezuela will change next year the franchise and it will go back to smell.
Man.
Yes.
It's going to make
Yeah,
us smell. Ooh,
Yes, I heard
awesome.
that. Yes.
That's wonderful. That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
I heard that. Yeah.
Well,
so,
because Osmel has all the connections.
yes.
Like
And
that-
apparently
great.
he push. He
Benedición.
pays like offer much more money than the organization. So
Mhm.
That's great,
have
but
new-
I feel like Osman for me is like a pageant, obviously icon, and I know we all respect him and all admire him.
But
But I feel like he's lost his touch. He's had various contestants over what, like 4 or 5 years, and the majority have not made it.
I think Peter mentioned that. Believe Peter mentioned that. Right, Peter? What is Hector doing? What is Hector? Where are you? Where are you?
He's fighting with people.
No.
What do you do for a living?
I am in my work.
What do you do? What is your work? Is it related to prostitution?
I'm working in a sauna.
So it's related to prostitution then.
Yeah.
Okay. Bravo. So you're a pimp.
Rafa's like, can you send me the address?
Okay.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, can
We
you
have a lot of
address?
we
Call
have
me.
a lot of room. We have a
Do you
sauna.
give discounts to your friends?
No.
That's funny. All right, moving on. Go ahead.
What say Antonio before? What did you say before?
Yeah, about Osmel Sosa, Venezuela.
Yeah, I heard that rumor. Yes.
Is it true?
Yes, but
That's true.
I don't think so. They're going to bring back the franchise. You know, as Brian says, he's getting older. You know, I don't know if he's going
He's
to
making-
be.
But
Yeah.
it's so funny. He's making all this funny reels on Instagram. It's so hilarious. I mean, there's always a story, and he's hilarious. It's funny.
Yes,
Rafa, we think-
but I'm not sure that he's the correct decision right now for Miss Venezuela. Maria Gabriela Isler is doing a great job. Nina Cecilia is doing a great job. You know, they just
I don't know.
I hate Nina Cecilia. I don't like Nina Cecilia.
There's
The
a reason why.
response
There's a reason why Jacqueline Aguilera left that group because because they picked the wrong girl last year.
Let's go easy. Let's go easy. They just won an international crown. Okay. They were in a transition, you know, from Osmel to this group, you know.
Hector, they pick the winner, not the judges. That's not acceptable. Period.
True.
Tell us more, Antonio. Tell us more.
No, we all know that. The judges, they all vote for another girl that they didn't crown because that girl was a male girl, period.
Exactly.
And that was horrible. All the judges vote for one girl.
I remember, but, you know, she's Maria Gabriela Isler is Maria Gabriela Isler.
No, I love Maria Gabriela Isler. The issue is like Nina Cecilia was the one who did that decision. So that's the issue that I have with her. I love Maria Gabriela, but yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, tell us more about that issue, Antonio.
You didn't know, Peter? Or you just want me to?
No, viewers. I'm actually trying to get him riled up because I know you said that he looks cute when he's riled up. So I'm trying
Who
to
said
do
that? Was
for
it
you.
Dorothy? Yeah, Dorothy said that. Antonio is more handsome when he gets mad.
You know, that's why I was like, ask you, tell us
What
more.
is
I was like,
Make
this
it
is
stop.
something else, Peter. Yeah.
Let's change. What is your opinion about the Miss Argentina that is Colombian?
Oh,
Antonio, tell us. Tell
no
us what
big
your thoughts
deal.
are on that, Antonio.
I like Miss Argentina. She's so funny.
Yeah?
She's in my top 20.
Yeah, she was born in Argentina. She moved to Colombia to pursue her education, and then she
Top
moved
20?
to Argentina. So what's a big deal?
Top 20?
I like her more than Miss Colombia.
Yeah.
Why a lot of people right now, a lot of fans, they don't like Miss Colombia right now.
She's
Because
not
the mother?
pretty and she really doesn't have a lot of energy.
Well, she still looks good. I think she's going to be there.
She's in my top
Good,
20,
yeah.
but yeah, no top
20.
10.
Yeah, top 20. Who knows? Maybe she'll surprise us during the preliminaries. You know, you never
Maybe.
know. You never know. Maybe Miss Nepal will surprise us during the preliminaries. You never know.
God. She comes out and she flicks the judges off, and then she looks at the camera and
She
says,
rolls her eyes.
she goes like this, and she has
Hello.
And there's
AirPods.
AirPods.
Hello.
AirPods. Oh my God.
Nepal.
Oh
And
my God.
she pulls a scroll from out of her titties, and it has your picture, Rafa, and it says, "Stop the war and violence."
There you go. Stop. Did you say Miss Vietnam was a bully? She's a bully?
She was a bully.
She was a bully. Okay, well, there you go. Inclusion. Let's include bullies. Let's include everybody. Let's include everybody. I bet you one of these days, Miss Universe will also accept women who have like criminal backgrounds, all in the name of inclusivity. Oh, you murdered somebody? No problem. You're welcome. Oh, you killed a defenseless animal? Oh, come on in. We'll take you anyway. Okay.
I just get from the jail.
You don't have legs? Come on in. We'll invite you. Come on in.
I'm Miss Puerto Rico.
Come on
I'm
in.
Miss Puerto Rico, and I was recently charged with sexual assault, but I'm here representing the island. How are you guys?
There you go. There you go.
Can you imagine?
You was in the colony?
You have alopecia? Oh, come on in. We'll accept you. We'll take you. You know, we'll take you. You only have one nipple? We'll take you. Come on in. Where does it end? Where does all this inclusivity shitness end? Okay.
You know where it ends? You know where it ends, Rafa?
Where?
When they call the top 20, it ends there. Because they don't make it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they should make it to top 30. This is a possibility.
They wouldn't make it either.
There's a possibility for a one-legged contestant.
This is just for the press of the show, but in the finale they're not going to, you know.
Yes.
Well,
what is this? Okay, somebody's asking, is MGI the worst pageant in the Philippines and internationally? Oh, let's talk about MJ Lastimosa, that video of her that was extracted from her YouTube channel, where she was interviewing a trans contestant, very popular in the Philippines. It was a joke. It was made as a joke. And then MJ asked the woman, said, what is the worst pageant in the Philippines? Grand or international? And she said, grand. So of course, that caught the ire of Nawat, and Nawat now has banned MJ from future MGI shows. I think it's very childish of Nawat to do that.
Yeah.
And because MJ was just joking around, and I'm sure she still loves MGI nevertheless, but he decided, you know what, bye girl. So childish. That never happens with Miss Universe. Miss Universe never, well, maybe I'm an exception to the rule, but nevertheless, if Miss Universe never cuts off anyone who disagrees with their.
I have a question, so maybe you can answer me. Miss International, when they announced Miss Indonesia as the best in evening gown, why she wasn't in the stage? Who knows that? Do you see the pageant?
Oh, yes, I saw the pageant. Yeah, so there was like a long absence, a long pause.
I think she was in the bathroom.
You think? Or maybe she was ready. Maybe she was ready to pack and go, to leave.
Yes, I think so too.
It's so sad. But what do we know?
We need to ask Stephen.
Yeah, I'll ask Stephen.
Well, ask Stephen.
Stephen
Diaz. If you're watching,
Stephen Diaz, we love you.
Yeah, isn't he part of Mississology too?
Nice pageant this year.
Phil, isn't he still part of Mississology?
Yeah, he's still.
Yeah.
Yes,
and Rick Galvez. What happened to Rick Galvez, the owner, the
Well,
founder?
he's still a part of Mississology.
He is part, right?
Yeah, we're all part of Mississology still.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
I am.
Yeah, he was the original founder, I think.
Yeah.
Pageant Institute.
And then Paui joined him, and then and all the rest joined him. Yeah.
Mhm.
I still have the email that Rick Galvez sent me like almost 20 years ago. He said, "Dear Rafa, I love your pageant website. It's because of you that I started my own page." That's what he said. Let it be known. Let it be known. It's my influence. It's my influence.
Rick
Started it all. Okay.
Rick Galvez.
And now Paui loves him. Miss Paui loves me. Thank you, Tita Rafa, for all your support. Yes, loves me. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about the format. Nobody knows what the goddamn format is. Somebody posted it's going to be 17, down to 6, down to 3, and then winner. And somebody else said, interview, it was asked, was it Miss Namibia or Miss Namibia? She was asked, what do you think the format is? And she said 20 to 10 to 5 to 3 to 1. Yeah. Nobody knows what the format is.
But what we know supposedly is I hear that they don't want to make a cut after swimsuits. because
Swimsuit.
they don't want to be seen like they're judging girls, they're eliminating girls for a swimsuit for the bodies. So that's why they want to compete swimsuit and even them together for an elimination.
So that's gonna be like Miss USA 20 then to 5.
Okay.
But I think like the 17 is also possible because you have the VFC winner probably and the fan vote. So that's 15 plus 2.
But 17 is an odd number. That's bizarre.
Yes, exactly. Like what?
Well, Miss
It's
Universe is
bizarre.
odd these days.
Yeah, it was like in the Philippines when it was 11 or 13. 13. Yeah.
Yeah,
But no,
that's really
16,
bizarre.
16, and
What
then-
about 66 down to 45 to 32 to 22 and then 1?
Well, I would go like 85 to 1.
Why even bother having a pageant, right? We're gonna have present all the 85 contestants. We're gonna pick the winner right now after this. Ding! There you go.
Yeah, make them parade.
Okay, sorry guys. So Peter had to go because he has to go to an appointment. So he sent me a text message to thank you for inviting me. You're welcome. Thank you for coming and joining us. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know what happened to Ko. Could somebody please contact her? So we don't know what happened to her. I hope she's fine. I honestly do not know what happened to her.
She could have given us more insight about the Anne's bankruptcy.
Maybe she forgot. Yes, maybe she forgot. Who knows?
Yeah.
But she posted the banner that I made on her social media.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so which is weird.
Well,
Okay, so
I need to go because I'm in my work, but before.
wait a minute, quickly, reveal us your 20
Yes.
and at
Yes.
least in random order, please, before you leave.
Australia, Brazil, before the preliminary competition.
Before the prelims, yeah.
Before Australia, Brazil, Canada, Colombia, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Dominican Republic, France, Great Britain, Ireland, Mexico, Nicaragua, Philippines, Poland, Puerto Rico, Thailand, Ukraine, USA, and Venezuela. And I really like South Africa.
Yeah, I think a lot of us do too.
But my top girls,
Your top
my
5?
top
Okay.
are Australia. I really love her. Thailand, my big favorite to win the crown is Nicaragua. Philippines, Puerto Rico, and maybe USA.
Okay. Good choice. Good choice.
But my selection, no matter what, before and after the preliminary, I think Nicaragua have everything to be a good Miss Universe. She gave me this Andrea Mesa vibes,
Yes.
you know,
Very
and
legal.
she's good. She's good.
She's very, very regal. Thank you, Miyamot. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
us.
Bye-bye.
And we'll talk to each other later.
Bye-bye.
What happened to Brian? Okay, who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Go, Phil. Go, Phil.
So in random order, my top 20 would be Mexico, South Africa, Chile, USA, Canada, and then I'll have Ukraine, Philippines, Vietnam, India, Portugal, Venezuela, El Salvador, Zimbabwe, Spain, Guatemala, and then Dominican Republic, Thailand, Nicaragua, France, and Puerto Rico.
Those are good choices. Very good. I think most of the countries that we mentioned, I really feel that they will place.
And for me, like my top 3 would still be Dominican Republic, Thailand, and Nicaragua.
Okay.
Either one of them, I'm
Very
good.
simple.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's cool. Antonio.
Okay, so my top 20 here, I have from 20 to 1. 20, I have Argentina, beautiful personality. 19, I have Mexico. I like her face. 18, I have Chile. She has a gorgeous face, and she has a great, great story. 17, Peru. She's very competitive. 16, I have my girl, Canada. I hope she will make it. 15, I have Cambodia. Why nobody mentioned Cambodia? She's gorgeous. She's one of the best Asian girls, and she has a nice story. So I'm in Cambodia. 14, I have Brazil. She has increased a lot. She wasn't in my radar, but she grew a lot. 13, I have India. I love Miss India. The only issue I have with India in the presentation, she screamed a lot. I don't know why, because she was in my top 5. She went down to my top 13. Like, really, she was like, I don't know. I hope she will control that. 12, I have South Africa. I love South Africa's skin. She's perfect, beautiful. 11, I have Colombia. That I think that she is gonna make it, but she's not fresh. That's the issue that I have with Colombia. 10, I have United States. She's a gorgeous girl. 9, I have Venezuela. Surprised me but I think that she's doing she's been doing very well. Yeah. 8, I have France. She's lovely. 7, Australia. She has the face, the body, and great social project. Beautiful. 6, I have Puerto Rico. We all know she's very competitive. I have number 5, Philippines. I love Miss Philippines. I love her stylish. I think she may even win the crown. Eyeing on her. Number 4, I have Dominican Republic. That, by the way, she reminds me of Miss Venezuela 1991. I don't know why. The one who competed in Thailand.
1991?
I mean, she competed in 1992, but she was Miss Venezuela 1991.
Okay, yeah. Carolina Isaac.
Carolina Isaac. She reminds me of Carolina Isaac. Yeah. She's like that, and she's perfect, but I think she's too cold. That's the only issue I have with Dominican Republic. 3rd, I have Spain. For me, she was like one of the huge surprise. I love every video that you see of Mrs. Spain. You just laugh. She's amazing. Love her. I'm on Spain. Number 2, I have Nicaragua. She's amazing. Best Latina of the competition. I want her to be maybe Miss Universe. And my favorite is Thailand, Antonia. I think that this year is going to be like a 2018, like Catriona. She just went there to pick up the crown, period. Exactly. So, yeah, so that's my top 20.
Good choices. Okay. My bubbles, not quite making the top 20, but almost making the top 20. Germany, Egypt, Great Britain, Netherlands, Guatemala, Peru, Spain, Poland, Jamaica, Zimbabwe. Number 20, nobody has noticed Cameroon, but I'm falling in love with Cameroon. I think she's one of those beautiful faces, and she's very tall. She's very stylish, and yeah, I'm falling in love with her. Number 19, Canada. Number 18, nobody mentioned Italy. Italy, her advocacy is STEM.
Yes, it's good.
Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. She's very brainy.
Yes, very brainy. Smart. Yes.
Not pretty, not necessarily gorgeous, but she's very, very presentable, very eloquent. 17, I have Puerto Rico. 16, Brazil. Nobody mentioned Brazil. I don't know why.
Did you mention Brazil?
I think she's growing on me. The first time when she won a national title, I didn't pay attention because my favorite was the mother, who made the top 7, I think. So, but anyway, she made my list. 15 is Australia because I like a Jennifer Hawkins persona. Number 14 is Chile, one of those beautiful faces, I think, in this competition. Number 13 is India because of her bubbly personality, and she's very entertaining. She's also very funny. Number 12, Venezuela. I don't care what people say about Venezuela, that she may not be the prettiest or the strongest, but I have not seen any bad vibes or feeling about this girl. Everywhere she goes, there are videos of her helping another contestant with her down. Mm-hmm. There's a video of her consoling Miss Nepal by holding her hand or whatnot. So this girl, Diana, she's amazing. She's always very friendly to the fans who ask for images and photos and whatnot with her. So Venezuela is in. Number 11 is USA. USA is probably one of the shortest girls this year, but it doesn't matter because of Satch Factor, and everybody loves USA. Mm-hmm. Number 10, I'm putting Pakistan as number 10. Okay. Yeah. I think she deserves a top 10 spot. Okay. And it's not very common for a first-time contestant to join Miss Universe and not place, but in this case, she's she deserves to be in top 10. Number 9, I put Philippines, but Philippines went down a bit, like 2 notches, because I don't know, for some reason, I want more from Michelle. I need to see more of her. But honest to goodness, Philippines this year is the most stylish contestant in the competition. Okay. All her clothes are fabulous. Her amazing. And the way she carries them, girl, she's like critical beauty with an attitude. Now, number 8 is Dominican Republic, because she's beautiful, elegant. The fact that she speaks very limited Spanish could be a deterrent, could be, a minus factor. but nevertheless, she's going to be there. Number 7, of course, hometown girl El Salvador. Not the prettiest from El Salvador I've seen, but she speaks fluent English. She's hugely popular. My only critique is that she was not present during the first 2 days. She did not play a good host during the first 2 days. And who did her job? Thailand, who arrived in El Salvador 2 days early. She was playing the hostess. She was offering gifts. She was even distributing gifts to her fellow contestants. So that's why Antonia has received huge marks from me for that. Number 6 is Colombia. I think she's going to be there. My top 5, number 5 for now, is Mexico.
Okay.
Mhm.
As you know, some of you, Mexico competed in Miss Earth. Was it 2018? She was Miss Fire 2018, Miss Earth Fire 2018. So she'll be there. Number 4 is South Africa, because she reminds me, again, she's a great speaker, beautiful. Her transformation from the moment she won Miss Universe South Africa has been phenomenal. I mean, she's changed a lot for the best. Number 3, Nicaragua, for the same reasons that Antonio mentioned. This girl is tall, she's regal, she's very eloquent, she's very charming, and she draws a lot of attention. She's very, very magnetic. She has this very magnetic charisma about her. So she's going to be there. Number 2, another beautiful face, France. Okay?
Yes.
I love France. She's adorable. People love her. She speaks Spanish very good.
Yes,
because
she was in Spain. She said in Spain. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's why. Okay, so that's why she speaks very good Spanish. I love her, and I think she made the right decision by not competing last year. Remember, she was being hounded by her fans to compete last year, and she said no because I'm not ready yet, and she made the right choice. So she's here for the right time. And of course, my winner, as you know, Thailand. Antonia has been my number 1 winner since she was Scrum Miss Universe Thailand. And to me, when she was Scrum Miss Universe Thailand, I said to myself, that's Miss Universe 2023 right there. Okay? So Thailand deserves its 3rd Miss Universe. It's been a long time, since 1988. So that is a long time. Now, would I be shocked if she doesn't win? Yes, because I have high expectations. But if somebody else won, would I be happy? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I agree.
Because eventually we're gonna end whoever, regardless of who our favorites are, we're gonna end up appreciating and loving the winner anyway. Time. So, what about you guys? People who are watching, who are your favorites? Let me know. Comment below. Little Pen says, I like France and their national pageant. Yes, Miss France pageant, Miss France 2024 will be held in December. Unfortunately, it's not shown on YouTube, which means that you have to use VPN or something, one of those websites or one of those internet providers to be able to see the pageant. Who are your favorites? Blah, 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 blah. Somebody says Thailand, Mexico. My top 3 in order: Mexico, Thailand, and Dominican Republic. Oh, okay. Good choices. Those are very 3 strong girls. Will there be surprises? Who are the dark horses?
It can be a lot of dark horses. Yeah. Let's see here. What I think. Let me see here.
One of them, I think, for me, Jamaica is a dark horse.
For me, Cambodia is a dark horse.
Dark horse.
Laos.
Italy is going to be a dark horse for me.
Trinidad and Tobago too for me.
TNT, yeah, I forgot about TNT. I'm
Mhm.
gonna put that down. She's gonna be in my bubbles for now.
My girl Ecuador as well. I think that she may be. Depends on how she does.
Who?
And my girl Ecuador.
Ecuador.
Great Britain too, because she has one of the best.
She's in my under 20 bubble.
Yes.
Stuff.
Great Britain, she may be a surprise as well.
Great Britain, yes.
Yeah.
See, a lot of these girls that we're mentioning right now, we put them in our favorites list only because of the amount of material they put out there on their social media. So the more material, if you're a contestant, the more material that you put out on your social media, the better. Because this is the only way we can actually evaluate your performance. And once Miss Universe is not your judge overall, from the moment you arrive in El Salvador, and with your interactions with the staff, with the fans on the ground, with anybody, with any stranger for that matter.
I have a question for you, Rafa and Phil. What do you think? Let's see that Miss Russia she's gorgeous. She's chosen by the judges. Do you think the organization will take it out? I think they will. From the list?
No, but if she does, it's supposed to be a fair.
No, but remember that there's a clause in the Miss Universe that they say that they can take girls out.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes, in the Miss Universe, they can take girls out if they were chosen by the judges. So
that's right. Well, I can't think of any reason why. Maybe because of bad attitude. I don't think it has something to do with the war.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think so too. Like it has something to do politically.
Yeah, so sympathy. So they might put Ukraine.
Yeah, because right now, like on the VFC, Ukraine is on the top 3, and top 3 highest vote for VFC will receive a gold award. And who knows? Right. Maybe she might win, the VFC, and she would enter the semifinalists.
No, and maybe because Russia is gorgeous. By the way, did you see that Miss Ukraine? It was part of the extraterrestrial. Did you see her bio?
No.
Yeah, no. Bio. That's something interesting. She's part of the she believes in aliens, and she's part of the extraterrestrial. What is she? She's an ambassador of the Center Studio of Extraterrestrial Intelligence. Yeah.
She believes in aliens? Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, read her bio. It's kind of interested. Yeah,
She is pretty though. She's very gorgeous.
She's very pretty. Yeah,
Angelina Nova.
And I love her national costume.
Okay. There we go. She is a humanitarian and a peace ambassador of the Center for the Study of Extraterrestrial Intelligence. Yeah. There you go. That's Miss Ukraine's bio right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, they're both gorgeous, both Ukraine and Russia.
Yeah, they are.
They're both gorgeous.
It just sucks that we have to be in this political thing.
No, I hate it.
I know. If it's not political, it's something else has to do with inclusion. Either it could be Netherlands could enter, or even. So, what are the chances of both Netherlands and Portugal making the top 20? What are the chances? Well, can both of them make it if the judges both like them?
I mean, everyone has a high chance, to be honest. It depends.
Everybody has a chance to place, period.
But it depends on the weather's cup of tea. But if Khun Anne would play, her cards, I mean, those two would definitely go in.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. So we'll see. So the preliminaries are going to be held on November 15th. Again, it's not going to be shown on YouTube. You have to purchase a digital ticket, which costs $5. Also, the National Costume Show will also be held in the same. Is it the same day? Yeah.
No.
Is it the day after?
16th. Yeah. 16th is the National Costume. It also costs $5. So if you guys haven't bought the tickets yet, go to livebash.com and there's a link to the Miss Universe shows. So I can't wait to watch the prelims. I've already bought my tickets. But the only funny thing is that if I'm trying to record my reaction, I'm going to have to place my iPhone like I always do with last year and recording myself and stuff and everything. And it's too bad because it's not going to be monetized because...
Just do AirPlay.
The what?
AirPlay. Put it on your TV.
Yeah, but that's 12 hours later. I want an actual live reaction.
No, like actual live reaction. Like get your AirPlay your iPhone or whatever videos on your iPhone on your TV.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, but I have to use my iPhone to record myself. That's what I do. I don't have another.
But if you're running AirPlay, your TV is playing the video, and then you can record yourself.
That's true. Okay.
Let's go on that one.
I might do that. Okay. So if there are no aliens out there, then the universe would be very lonely. Meaning it's just in the universe. Yeah, that was a good one, Little Penny. Thank you. That made me laugh. Miss British, is there a Miss British Virgin Islands?
Yes, I think there's one. Yeah.
Yeah, Stephen says she's going to win Miss Congeniality. Usually a small Caribbean country wins that award anyway.
Yes.
which means it's a case of death, which means you'll never place.
Yes.
Except for rare exceptions, but that's very, 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 very rare. All right, that's gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Hopefully the preliminaries. I'm looking forward to the preliminaries because I just want to see. I'm dying to see the stage. I'm dying to see the lighting, the LED lights in the background. I'm dying to see the swimsuits. Maybe the pictures don't do justice. Maybe the girls look better on stage with those. Actually, the theme of the swimsuit is Celestial Galaxy. Celestial. That's what somebody said. Somebody posted on my Instagram. Celestial Galaxy is the theme. So they're all going to be looking like
Aliens.
bodies of the universe, bodies of galaxy. But I think they're also going to be wearing
Maybe it's the cape.
a cape. They're going to be wearing a cape. I don't know. Do you like the cape? I don't like the cape because to me capes are very distracting.
I mean,
Well, at least we have something to look at, except for aside from those hideous swimsuits.
Well, that's true, but I would prefer like maybe accessories like big earrings, bangles. You know what I mean? Something to really accessorize the swimsuits. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's gonna end this up. So thank you, Phil, darling, for joining us.
You're welcome.
Antonio, thank you for coming along. Do you guys want to do a after prelims show?
yes. What day? Wednesday or Thursday?
So the prelims is the 15th, correct? We
Yes.
can do it maybe on the 16th, but then again, the 16th. What do you guys want to do that?
Let me know. I need to check my schedule. I'm going to Vancouver to yeah. So let's see. I need to
Okay,
plan.
we'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk.
I'm gonna try because
not-
like I'm going back to Sacramento after this week.
Yeah.
But probably most likely like a post pageant I'll join you because I'll be back here in LA.
Okay, we can do that. We can do a post pageant instead of post prelims because the post prelims and I want to see the national caution as well. So it's kind of hard to organize people's schedules.
And there's only one day in between.
Yes,
I know, which is too bad. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll allow. Yeah, okay, we'll try to do the after pageant, after finals show instead. So thank you, people, for watching the show, for joining us again. Thank you if you haven't subscribed yet. Please subscribe to my channel. Please help this channel grow. Like, comment, share, whatever. And thank you. We've reached beyond 8,000 subscribers. So I can't thank you enough for helping this channel grow. And enjoy the show. Miss Universe 2023 preliminaries on November 15th, followed by the National Costume Show on November 16th. So have a wonderful, wonderful weekend to everyone. Thank you. Muchísimas gracias. Merci beaucoup. Mahal ko kayong lahat. Maraming salamat.
Mwah.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
We'll see you soon.
All right, see ya. Bye.
Bye.